and C-10803.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. My best advice to you when hiring a lawyer for your injury case is simple. If you know court personnel, ask them who they'd hire. They know. If you know an insurance adjuster, ask them. They know. And then ask them about us. Ask them about Morgan & Morgan. They know. I look forward to talking to you soon. There's only one Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm, for the people. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Carmen, I was looking at the billboards for Best Man Medical. I always thought that porn star size was just luck of the draw.
Honestly, it's the best kept secret in the industry. But it's not just for them anymore. This is exactly where breast implants were 30 years ago. Now it's a confidence boost for him and something a little extra special for his partner.
And it's actually more affordable than a nose job or breast augmentation.
Exactly. And you're not calling a random call center. You're going to talk to Christian Payton. He's the authority on this. He's actually had the procedures done himself, and he's the one who walks you through the treatment step by step.
And it's outpatient, too. Dr. Zabrowski is a board-certified surgeon right here in Tampa, and people are flying in from all over the country for the Best Man Medical procedure.
Guys, if you want her obsessed with you, give her what she actually wants this Valentine's Day. Go to bestmanmedical.com, mention Big Bone for 10% off.
And be sure and tell them that Pap and Carmen from the Mike Calta Show sent you.
Elevate your sleep experience with an adjustable bed and make everyday activities like reading, watching TV, and working in bed more comfortable. At the Original Mattress Factory, we know not all adjustable beds are created equal. You want one that has the features you actually need, like anti-snore and zero-gravity positions. We offer high-quality adjustable bases paired with a hand-built mattress, all at a factory direct value. And we have product in stock and ready when you are. Visit an OMF location to elevate your sleep experience today.
My name is attorney Bill Sansoni. You might know me as Dead Air Sansoni from the Ask the Dom Show. I represent people accused in crimes in Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, Manatee, Polk, and Sarasota counties. I also represent clients in federal court across the country. If you have been arrested or accused of a crime, call me, Bill Dead Air Sansoni, at 813-361-0874 or online at sansoni-law.com. Offices, Tampa.
Brandon Honda is having its biggest used car event of the entire year. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Right now at Brandon Honda, get certified pre-owned vehicles from $6,900, backed up with a real nationwide lifetime warranty. Get CRVs from $15,000, HRVs $14,000, Accords $12,000, and get certified Civics from an incredible $9,000. We're approving all credit applications, plus make no payments for 90 days. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-527-9308 for more information.
This President's Day, Pure Talk is honoring Jackson and Lincoln by offering unlimited talk, text, and plenty of data for just $25 a month. Meanwhile, Big Wireless is honoring Benjamin Franklin by charging families hundreds of dollars for the same 5G service. What's up with that? Ben Franklin wasn't even a president. When you switch to Pure Talk, you'll be in business with an American wireless company that supports our vets in a big way and keeps all their customer service in this country. That's important. And you'll be on the same towers the big carriers use, so you'll get the same 5G service without the inflated price. So hang on to your Benjamins and switch to Pure Talk for a Jackson and a Lincoln. No contract, no hidden fees. Dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe, and you'll get 50% off your first month when you switch. That's pound 250, Mike Rowe, for an American wireless company that is truly unprecedented. Pure Talk.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back. If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code UNITED to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code UNITED for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code UNITED for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
What's your case worth? Injury.com by Morgan & Morgan.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
My name is Drew. Pronounced with the O.
It's in your face with Drew Garabo.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Hey, G.I. Joe, your sign's broken. We're already in Australia.
Actually, sir, the embassy is considered American soil, sir.
Really? Look, boy, now I'm in Australia. Now I'm in America. Australia, America.
I get
Australia,
it, Dad.
America, Australia,
Oh,
America,
that's
Australia,
enough.
America, Australia.
Ow! Here in America, we don't tolerate that kind of crap, sir.
Live from the 102.5 The Bone Studios in St. Petersburg, Florida. It's Drew Garabo. Live.
I thought I'd go with the most commercially recognizable Men at Work song instead of one of my favorite Colin Hay anthems.
Good move. You'll get to it.
Yeah, because right now we have such an honor to be joined by a gentleman who is not from the land down under. We are here to expose the myth. You've been lied to since 1981 by one Colin James Hay, Troubadour. Mr. Hay, thank you very much for joining us today. Really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome. Nice to be with you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. We first and foremost need to tell everyone out there that you are set to play a beautiful new venue in Clearwater, the Bay Care Sound. I know last time around you played the Billheimer Capitol Theater. This is literally around the corner. It is gorgeous. It is on the water, and I can't think of a more suitable artist than yourself, a singer-songwriter extraordinaire. So I hope you're super psyched about it, Colin.
Nice. No, it sounds exciting. I like that part of the world. And when is that again?
That would be July 18th. So you got a couple of months to plan. It's not tomorrow or anything. Don't worry. You're not supposed to be there tonight. Everything will be fine.
I'm very, very well aware of where I'm going and when I have to be there. So I thought I would just check with you.
Just to confirm.
Yeah.
Colin, July. Yeah, plenty of months to plan. Don't you
worry.
Yet. No, not yet. So let's take people on a little journey from Scotland to Australia, because in Scotland, where you were born, your family owned a music shop. You credit that for your love of music, where famously you played no instrument except for the recorder, I believe, if my research is correct.
Well, I played piano, and then I gave up piano. My father thought that he would play a psychological game with me and said, you can let us down and go out and play football with your friends, or you can continue with your piano. What do you want to do? And I said, well, I'm going to let you down and go out and play football with my friends. And so I gave up the piano and I took up the guitar. So I was playing the guitar when I was about 11 or 12 before we left Scotland to go to Australia. But yeah, the recorder did feature as well. But the guitar was the once I started playing the guitar, well, that was it.
Well, you're not picking up a lot of chicks with the recorder. I can tell you that.
Chicks dig the recorder. What are you talking about?
You don't know that.
Please tell me that your da said you're going to play football this year, are you, Johnny?
Yeah, I'm actually hoping to play football this year because I have a brand new knee, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to get around a bit better,
Yeah, take it out for a test drive. So at about 14 years old, your dad gets a job opportunity to go from Scotland to Australia. That is quite a distance and quite a disruption, I would imagine, of your teenage years. What were your thoughts at that time, Colin Hay?
Well, he didn't get a job. It wasn't. he decided that he wanted to go to Australia. And he wanted to take the family to Australia. He decided that he wanted a better life for the family. And then, before he left, he applied for a job and got a job with a music company, a company that as a piano tuner. But really, he was set on going to Australia. It wasn't so much that he got a job opportunity. It was the fact that he wanted to, it was some kind of pioneering spirit, and he wanted to go to the other side of the world and create a better life for the family, which is exactly what he did, which is in fact worked out really well.
Yeah, that is so cool. So at a teenage, port of your life, when you go from Scotland to Australia, I imagine so many differences, the weather, the culture, everything. Do you remember what your initial thoughts of Australia were?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we arrived in Port Melbourne on the 13th of June, 1967, and it was, it was freezing cold, and it was raining, and it was misty, and there was one bagpiper playing on the pier, and we thought they'd turned the boat around and we were back in Scotland again. Yeah. It was really terrible weather. But yeah, my initial reaction was just the fact that it was just, like a huge place. It was everything was big, the sky was big, and the ocean was big, and it was just. it was probably a little bit like, if someone had come to California or something. That's the there was the analogy really, but it was an extraordinary thing to do. I mean, when you're 14 years old, it just blows your mind. And so it meant that I really had a double perspective on everything growing up. I'd grown up, and not that there was anything wrong with where I'd grown up in Scotland. I had a pretty idyllic childhood, except for the violence, of course.
Sure.
But apart from that, it was pretty great. And but the guys that I met when I first arrived, they would go surfing and stuff like that. It was just kind of ridiculous. And, you'd go driving down the surf and you'd stay there overnight. It was very illuminating. It was kind of, it was free. People just did what they felt like doing. There was much less social entrenchment than there was in Scotland,
That's a beautiful way to put that. So then in about 1978, you meet Ron Strykert and you guys start playing acoustically. Next year, you add a couple of dudes, Jerry Spicer and Greg Ham, and you start working on some songs. When you were working on those songs from 78, 79, 80, did you have a vision, Colin, about what that could become and that one day you couldn't go anywhere without hearing some of those songs from Business as Usual and Cargo? Or was it just like, hey, let's be fun, let's have fun, let's scratch out a living as some touring musicians?
No, I wanted to have a band ever since I was, 14 or 15 years old. So it was like 15 years of strategy of how to actually bring that into reality. So we were always very ambitious, and we always wanted to make records and tour the world. And when I met Ron, it was a very important meeting because I was singing and writing songs and playing and doing gigs and stuff. And I mean, it was going pretty well, I have to say. I wasn't really, I felt fairly self-contained. But then when I met Ron, he was so inspiring to work with that it opened a creative door in my head. And so I started to write all these songs. But I didn't write all that many songs together, but he was very inspiring to play with. And so he really did, open some door of creativity for me. And so we started working together as a duo, writing and playing songs like Who Could It Be and Down Under and stuff like that before Men at Work even existed. And when the band started to happen, we always wanted to be successful. We wanted to, be an international band. And as soon as we started to play live, we attracted a really strong live following. So, we knew we were onto something. And so we played, 5-6 nights a week for 2 years before we actually got offered any kind of, recording deal.
Yeah.
And I feel a lot of things happened that conspired to create our success, if you like. We had the songs. We thought we had the songs, and then CBS Records at that time, which became Sony, they were really the only record company which were interested in us. So that suited us because they were an international label. That's what we wanted. And there was a record producer visiting Australia at the time, a guy called Peter McKeon, and he became the producer, and he really got it. And he took us into the studio and really helped to shape the sound that we ended up having.
Yeah, I love that. Colin Hay will be in the Tampa Bay area at Bay Care Sound in Clearwater on July 18th. Make note, sir. July 18th, 2026, just a few months away. The original version of Down Under was a more stripped-down version. Is that correct?
No, it was more like a hippie version. When we first started, we were like a jam band. We would play songs. There was no logical reason for the band, to play a song that was 8 minutes long, but we just enjoyed it, So we would just stretch out the songs because we were having fun, and we would, someone would do a solo, or we would just kind of sit on a groove for a while, and people were drinking in bars, so they didn't care. But so when Peter McKeon came along, the producer, he kind of whipped the songs into shape. For example, the sax line that you just played there in "Who Can It Be Now?"
Yeah,
that starts the song. You have a drum hook. Doom, doom, ba ba da 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 da. So it's immediate. You immediately hear that drum hook. You know what it is, and then you hear the saxophone. But when we used to play the song live, that sax hook never used to come into the song till halfway through it. So that was no point. There's no point in having that on the record. He said you got to put that sax hook right up the front of the song because radio programmers are not going to sit around for 2 minutes while you guys just jam and then bring the sax break in. So we thought, oh, brilliant! What a great idea, So he was really instrumental in whipping the songs into shape. And sadly, he passed away a few months ago, so that's a bit of a shame.
I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, and so then you guys get selected as Men at Work to open up for the legendary Fleetwood Mac on their tour.
Yeah.
Were you over the moon about that? I mean, what a legendary rock act that was. I'm sure for you that had to be one of those pinch me, is this really happening moments, Colin?
Yeah, it was really a great thing to get. I mean, I think that we were in contention for the best new artist for a Grammy, and there was a guy called Dennis Dunstan who worked for Fleetwood Mac, who was in Australia at the time, and he was an Australian guy, and he took the record back there and played it for them, and they liked it, and so they agreed to put us on the tour, and it was an incredible tour to get because they were playing in front of 20,000 people a night, and we had just had that one song on the radio, So by the time we finished that tour, "Who Could It Be Now" was number one, and then we got to I think it was number three actually, and then we did Saturday Night Live on the Saturday, and then on the Monday it had gone to the number one spot. So it was a very exciting time for us.
Absolutely had to be. We're speaking with Colin Hay, famously of Men at Work. He has some unbelievable solo joints as well. Business as Usual and Cargo seem to come out pretty quickly within each other. I was like 12 years old, and there was just something so different and special. It had like 1 foot in pop music, 1 foot in almost a new wave sound. It was something different than anything else on the radio. And the evolution between the two albums, I think Overkill, to me anyway, and I'd like to get your take as well, Overkill to me is the creme de la creme. It's a beautiful song about a tortured existence, kind of picks up where Who Can It Be Now left off maybe. And can you talk to us about the impetus, if you will, for Overkill and how it felt to see and hear that be embraced by the world, Colin?
Yeah, well, it was an interesting song because I wasn't really sure what the song was about. I mean, still not quite entirely sure, but it seemed to me at the time that nothing was going to be the same. We were starting to get recognized, and you walk around most of your life in a fairly anonymous manner, and that was no longer going to be the case anymore. Nothing was going to be the same. you had to take a dive into the unknown, and was that going to be okay? And I think the other thing that was happening with me was that I was developing this, this addictive thing that I didn't really realize that I had until then, but I was developing a kind of an alcohol issue, which became, worse as time went on. So I think that was looming largely around the time when I wrote that song. It was about kind of dealing with the darkness and the depression that comes with that comes with that kind of with an addictive life,
Yeah. Do you feel like, and I hope I don't step on your toes by asking this, but do you feel like alcoholism would have entered your life regardless, or was that exacerbated by your sudden rise to fame and being in the music industry where you're around temptation all the time?
Difficult, and good question. I'm not really sure. I feel it was a chemical thing, so I think that probably whatever I did, I would have probably, run into that issue, that problem. But of course, it's everywhere in the music industry, and in that kind of industry, you just everyone drinks. Most people seem to drink to excess. But then again, in a lot of industries, it's like that. The advertising industry was like that, and there's probably a host of others that are like that also. But I probably would say that I probably would have had that problem no matter what I'd done.
Yeah, I get that. The solo debut of Colin Hay, Looking for Jack, I think is one of the most criminally underrated and overlooked album of the 1980s, with guest spots from everyone from Herbie Hancock to Russell Hitchcock of Air Supply. A brilliant album that didn't necessarily get the run that it deserved. What does it feel like as a performer to pour your heart into something, to expose yourself like that, and probably have record company people going like, well, we're not hearing the next Who Can It Be Now or Down Under, we need a single?
It's funny, I don't remember Russell Hitchcock doing anything on that record.
He's listed on the credits on the Wikipedia. I gotta write to those idiots.
Yeah, I don't think so. But anyway, bless him. He's a lovely man.
Very talented.
It was frustrating because you think, well, there's good things on this, and I actually got a card from a guy called Paul Russell, who was the boss of the record company in England at the time, and he wrote to me and he said, we screwed up. This is a great record. We made a mess of it. You did a lot more for my career than I was ever able to do for yours. So at least he recognized that. But yeah, I think that it's funny because there was a station in Los Angeles for quite a long time that called The Wave, and they played that song. They played Looking for Jack for ages, but it just didn't have any traction at all. So it just basically disappeared without a trace.
Tragedy. And on the note of overlooked and underappreciated Colin Hay efforts, the song that you did for the Garden State soundtrack, I Just Don't Think I'll Ever Get Over You, is one of the most beautiful, heartfelt songs that has ever existed. Can you kind of tell us how you got involved with the Garden State soundtrack and how they selected that song, Colin?
Well, it was just Zach Braff. He was he wrote the film, and on the set of Scrubs one day, because I was doing an episode of that, he said, I want to use your song for a scene in Garden State. I think it would really fit well. And the scene that they chose was perfect. And it was one of those, because the record came out on a record that I had, a few years before that, which, was, no one really had heard of it. No one knew about it. So when it came out on the Garden State soundtrack, it really gave life to the song. So it was good for me because it made me realize, because I thought to myself, well, are these songs just not cutting it, or what's the deal? And then when it got exposed to the public and they heard it and people really liked it, I thought, oh, it's not the songs, it's just the fact that people haven't heard them,
Yeah, and getting it to the right ears back in the day before streaming was a challenge for sure. Colin Hay will be at the Bay Care Sound in Clearwater, a beautiful venue, on July 18th. I appreciate the time so much. It had to feel so.
No worries.
Oh yeah, it had to feel so good for you to have Hugh Jackman a little while ago on the Howard Stern show. Howard asked him to list his 5 favorite showmen, and he listed Colin Hay in his top 5 as someone who can captivate an audience with the guitar and his voice, and that had to be a cool moment for you, right, Colin?
Yeah, that was very nice. Bless his heart.
Yeah, that's great. Well, listen, again, continued good health and success to you. You have certainly endured through decades where others have not. We can't wait to see you in Clearwater in just a few months.
You need us to give you that date again?
It's July 18th, Colin.
Yeah, I got it. I wrote it on my palm.
You are the man. Thank you so much for the time, and thanks for the great years of music. Appreciate it, all right?
All right, my pleasure.
Thank you very much, Colin. Take care. And this is just a little bit of the one of the most beautiful songs you'll ever hear. His voice, the message, everything about this song is gorgeous and wistful.
I drink good coffee every morning. Comes from a place that's far away. When I'm done, I feel like talking. Without you here, there is less to say.
Just beautiful.
It is very beautiful.
Don't want you thinking I'm unhappy. What is closer to the truth? That if I lived till I was 102, I just don't think I'll ever get over you.
God, what a beautiful song.
Yeah, and beautiful guitar playing.
Oh, yeah. He's, I can't wait to see him. I've never seen him. I've never seen Men at Work, and I will be at that Bay Care Sound show.
Nice.
And thank you so much to our friend Katie Pedretti for helping with that interview. She is unbelievable. She's one of my favorite people on the planet, and I very much appreciate her assistance there. Couldn't have done it without her. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Drew Garabo Live. How can I help you?
Drew, you're absolutely right about overkill, and I want to commend you on your interview style, bro. Almost a Dick Cavett level of insight.
Thanks, man. Thank you very much. I like to be, the only reason we do interviews is because we're either into the artist or whomever we're interviewing, or as a favor to a client. The ones where I'm really into the artist are my favorite, and I tend to do a little bit of research. So thank you, man. I really, really appreciate that. Dick Cavett was a phenomenal interviewer, and I appreciate it very much.
Absolutely. Try to get Nuno Betancourt next time.
He can talk about his one hit. That'd be a very short interview. Hey, Nuno, tell me about your hit. Singular. All right. I appreciate also Jacob 2 times understanding that we had to bump him back to 4:30 today. We'll see how pissed off he may or may not be about that. So hang tight. If you'd like to play against Jacob 2 times in Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy and win some fantastic cats and prizes, well, you can do that next. 800.
I still find pieces of your presence.
771-1025. Take us to break. Colin Hay.
After
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone.
Last call for Calta Cruise 19.
Yes, you still have time to get on board.
Special announcement, listen up.
And this year, John Senning is coming with us. Ever thought, I'd like to play shuffleboard with Mike Calta? Or wish I could hang out with John Senning in the Bahamas? Or I've always wondered what Pap looks like while he's sleeping in his cabin? Gross. Well, now is your chance. Calta Cruise 19 is happening on April 9th, 2026 for a 4-night cruise. We'll be on the Royal Caribbean Explorer of the Seas, departing from Port Canaveral and heading to Coco Cay and Nassau. And we'd love for you to join the party. You can book right now. Email caltacruise@gmail.com to put your deposit down today. Calta Cruise 19. Brought to you by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. For all the details, visit theboneonline.com. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Right shoulder blockage 275 north of the Skyway Bridge. Might be recommended to just take the left lane to give the Ranger and tower some room. East Lake Road south northbound crash north of Woodlands Boulevard. Going to back you up a bit. Incident in Hillsborough 75 north around Dr. King. Should be in the clearing stages. Bit of a backup though beyond Broadway. This is Eric with traffic.
Oil lights never come on at a good time. You've got enough to juggle, so let Take 5 handle it. Drive in, stay in your car, and roll out in 10 minutes. No waiting room, no stress, just fast, friendly service. Visit take5.com today to find your nearest shop.
What do you carry in your heart? Your hopes, your dreams, the ones you love. For everything your heart holds, Advent Health's cardiovascular experts are here to map and repair it, strengthen and heal it, to carry you further than you ever expected, to help you feel whole. Visit FloridaHeartExperts.com.
It's free window February at Renewal by Anderson of Tampa and Sarasota. Check out this deal. Buy 4 replacement windows and doors. Get the 5th free. Plus, no money down, no payments, 0% interest for 12 months. Expires February 28th at Renewal by Anderson of Florida. They're going to do a great job at beautifying your home. Superior products, exceptional service. Go to bestwindowsflorida.com. License number CGC 1527613.
Tampa Bay. How confident are you in your home service company? If you hesitate, it's time to call Hawkins Service Company. For over 30 years, Hawkins has delivered trusted air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, and pool equipment services, all backed by industry-leading service guarantees and thousands of 5-star reviews. New customers get 10% off any service when you mention the Bone. Book online at HawkinsServiceCo.com. Hawkins Service Company. One call handles it all.
Any good weekend plans?
Oh, I'm going on a weekend cruise on MSC Cruises. We're going to White Sand Beach and Beanbag Share.
Are you using nouns as verbs?
You can do that on MSC Cruises. Where was I? The food. We'll rigatoni, French fry, we might even gelato. How about you?
Yeah, I was going to lawnmower.
Up to 40% off, plus get up to $150 onboard credit and kids sail free. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
CAD name mode for C4MH.com. That stands for the Centers for Men's Health, and key to a man's health is proper testosterone levels. So many decisions you wish you had started when you were younger. Well, you're never going to be younger than you are today. So start today resetting to when you were younger by going to C4MH.com and making an appointment to check your testosterone. That's all they do, so you know it's done right. $45 gets you blood work and a doctor's appointment, and if your levels are low, it's 2 shots a month. That's it, to ensure your energy is up, to promote muscle growth after workouts, to improve your performance in the bedroom, and most importantly, to maintain a mental state that has you feeling like the world is yours. You know, like when you were younger. Look at testosterone as a time machine and C4MH as the vehicle that will get you back to a future that is back to you. Today is the day. C4MH.com.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richey. This February, the key to your heart unlocks a brand new Toyota and savings on everything under the sun. Everything. Drive a new Tacoma for $289 per month with 4-year maintenance included. Because when you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richey, we make it happen.
Sun Toyota of Newport
Port Richey.
Call 800-632-8895 for more details.
Transform your backyard with a black aluminum fence from Fence Outlet. For only $125 a month, that's less than $5 a day. Fence Outlet will install a 120-foot aluminum fence that turns any yard into your own oasis. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C-10252.
Mike Calta here for Shark Coast Tactical. Mark your calendar now for Sunday, March 15th for Sharkapalooza's Second Amendment Festival and Range Day. Think Lollapalooza from the 90s, but with cans and giggle sticks. It's a try before you buy. Test fire guns and suppressors from your favorite firearm brands in the industry: Genesis Arms, Sons of Liberty, Staccato, Sig Sauer, Exigent Defense, Dead Air Silencers, and more. Tickets available now at sharkcoasttactical.com. Purchase your tickets and join us at Guncraft Range in Ruskin for our full-scale Range Day.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Morgan & Morgan isn't just an injury firm. It's our family's life work. It's my husband, it's my sons, it's me. When we take a case, we see a family just like ours. $30 billion recovered is something I'm proud of. But what I'm really proud of are the families we stood beside. It's an honor to fight for you when you need our support the most. Morgan & Morgan, for the people and your family.
Injured? Dial pound law.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. Every day, your unpaid tax debt gets bigger and bigger from daily interest. The longer you wait, the more you will end up paying. If you owe $10,000 or more, now is the time to settle your debt before the IRS takes aggressive action, like taking your wages or property. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Your tax debt gets bigger and bigger from daily interest. Call right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now.
Call 800-476-6115. 800-476-6115. That's 800-476-6115.
Taxes was waiting on the refund you needed yesterday.
All right, your car repair is going to run about $3,000.
Now Taxes is getting back on the road with TurboTax and Credit Karma, where you can get your refund up to 5 days faster and get personalized guidance to take every dollar further. Now this is Taxes. Intuit Credit Karma with TurboTax. Deposit a federal refund into Credit Karma Money account and early submission of refund data by IRS required. Terms apply. Banking services provided by MVB Bank, Inc. Member FDIC. Credit Karma is not a bank.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team. Build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Let the good times roll with the return of Mardi Gras at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. Now through March 1st, guests can experience Big Easy entertainment, over 25 Cajun flavors, and thrilling coasters every Saturday and Sunday. Get jazzed up with Mardi Gras-style entertainment for the whole family as Busch Gardens brings the Big Easy to Tampa Bay.
If you've been injured, we're prepared and ready to help. Call Farah & Farah anytime.
Tampa.
You could win a new Corvette Z06 at the Strawberry Festival from Stingray Chevrolet. The best Corvette we've ever raffled. Tickets still just $5. Every dollar benefits unity in the community right here at home. Enter online at StingrayChevroletRaffle.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul DeLegato. Our warming trend continues. Some patchy clouds around tonight. Low temperatures bottoming out in the low 60s. Then coming up on Thursday, a mix of sun and clouds, about a 10% chance of a shower. And high temps will be in the mid-70s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
Can get to sleep. I think about the implications of diving in too deep and possibly the complications, especially at night.
Paging won Jacob 2 times. Paging won Jacob 2 times. Please report to 800-771-1025 immediately. Paging Jacob 2 times.
I don't think he liked getting bumped, Drew.
That's funny. I was talking to Jason Meter about that. I was telling him that we had an interview with Colin Hay from Men at Work. And now we had to bump Jacob for it, and that Jacob would not appreciate it, even though it was a superstar. Jacob does not appreciate being bumped. Hello?
I'm right here, Drew Garabo.
Oh, well, if it isn't our good friend Jacob 2 times with, hold on one second, with.
Smell the desperate.
Jacob 2 times on the line.
Jacob 2 times is on the line, and if you'd like to play, 800-771-1025.
Jacob 2 times. He tried to identify songs by their intro before the caller. It's Jacob 2 times.
You know it.
Versus them all.
Come on, everybody sing. Jacob 2 by Jeopardy. Jacob 2 by Jeopardy. Jacob 2 by Jeopardy. How we doing, Jacob?
We're doing good, Drew Garabo.
Excellent. Thank you very much for understanding that we had a big interview lined up. You're familiar with Men at Work and Down Under and Who Can It Be Now and songs like that, right, Jacob?
I'm familiar with just those songs, though, but there are other songs I'm not familiar with. No.
Okay. You know Overkill, though, right? I Can't Get to Sleep. I think about the implications. No. Yes, you are.
What about Johnny Be Good? Be good, be good. Be good, be good, be good. Be good,
come on, a cat named Mo. Come on, man.
No. This is a story of Dr. Heckle and Mr. Jive. No.
Oh, my God. I forgot.
That's a great one. I didn't want to bring that one up. It's a terrible song. And that song led off Cardigan.
Either, Drew Garabo.
Oh, that's okay. What you need to know, Jacob, is the introduction to songs. And you need to beat people so that we don't have to give them prizes. And I feel like, Jacob, lately, no offense, people have been wiping the floor with you as if you were Mop and Glow.
Mike Olivero was not happy with you.
Yeah, he's like, man, does Jacob even try during these games? I got to give out all these prizes because Jacob doesn't know any of these dang songs.
Come on, a cat named Mo.
He's just speaking the truth. Don't be mad at Mo. He's just.
I'm not mad at a cat named Mo. I'm not.
All right. Well, Jacob, tell us what's been going on this week, what's new with you, et cetera, before we launch into the patient people sitting on hold at 800-771-1025 waiting to play Jacob Jukebox Jeopardy.
Well, I know tomorrow. I'm going to the center for a Valentine's Day party, which I know is what I don't do on Thursdays, though. But tomorrow's the Valentine's Day dance, so I'm going there tomorrow, Drew Garabo.
Oh, I hope you're smelling good and ready to mix and mingle at this Valentine's Day dance. Yeah, what type of music will they be playing? I know music is very important to you.
I know Chris, my roommate, is going to be providing the music, so I don't know what kind of music he has lined up yet.
Right. What does Chris, your roommate, like to listen to? Like normally when you're not listening to this radio station, which is hardly ever, what does Chris like to bump in his stereo system?
Well, I do know that he has big speakers in his bedroom.
Okay.
Sometimes he'll play country music. Sometimes he'll play uncensored hip-hop stuff. The kind of stuff that he can't play at the center.
Oh, I know you don't like that uncensored hip-hop stuff, Jacob, with all the dirty words and the SEX stuff. That's he doesn't play 2 Live Crew, does he?
No, he doesn't.
Okay, good. That'd be a little too uncensored, right, Jacob?
I guess so. Well, guess what? That's why I'm so happy that I have Alexa Plus in here with me. So anyways, So, anyways, while Chris is playing the uncensored stuff, that way she can talk over it, you know?
Well, that's good. Do you ever sing along when Lex is playing that uncensored 2 Live Crew? Little Pop That Coochie, little Doo-Doo Brown?
No.
Do you say the word horny?
No.
Could you say the word horny? It's not a dirty word, Jacob. It's not a dirty word at all. Pat Bonnie said it at the halftime show. It's got to be okay. Horny. Me so horny.
Drew Garabo, you're funny, man. You're so funny. You've been so funny. You've been so funny for a long time.
Oh, thank you. Be so funny. So funny. All right, Jacob, we have people calling in right now to play Jacob's Jukebox Jeopardy. Let me get that 2 Live Crew out of there. Hello there. Who might you be?
I'm Chad.
Hey, Chad. How we doing today, pal?
I'm doing pretty good.
Glad to hear that. What do you do for work, Chad? I'd like to get to know a little bit about you.
We remodel houses.
Oh, who's we?
Me and the company I work for.
That's cool. Like for people who flip houses or turn and burn. Like, what do you?
Yeah, pretty much. It's a leasing company.
All right, that's pretty cool. It seems to be a burgeoning industry of the last 10, 15 years or so. People who buy homes and then hire a reno company to come in, modernize them, fix them all up and whatnot. I imagine it's pretty. Rewarding. Yeah.
It's all right. Yep.
Okay. What would you rather be doing? You don't sound like that's a job of your dreams, Chadley.
Not really thought about it.
A lot going on.
To be honest with you.
Okay, sure. Let's just skip the small talk. I'm an idiot for trying to get something out of you. I can't get blood from a stone. For God's sake. I wanted to be a game show host growing up, and I always thought it was cool when they would get to know the people on Family Feud. Hey, what do you... Turns out you get a chat out there.
Like I said, it's always rapport with the game show host. Come on, man.
Trying, dude. Well, you can't spell rapport without poor. And that's the way this went. Chad, what would you consider... is a very easy question. What would you consider to be your strong genre when it comes to music and beating Jacob?
2000s hip hop.
Oh, you're right in Jacob's wheelhouse there. I mean, you're hitting him in a sweet spot. Jacob, you love that 2000s hip hop, am I right?
Oh, yes, I sure do.
All right, here we go. I got clean 2000s hip hop. We got Jacob. We got Chad, a man of very few words. He just knows he wants to beat Jacob. And here,
yes, sir.
I need you to ring in with your name. Chad, you're Chad. Jacob, you're Jacob.
Yes.
And
got it.
Artist and title when I call on you. When I call on you. Here we go in 3, 2, 1.
Rob the jewelry store and tell him make me
Jacob 2 times.
Nelly featuring Paul Grill.
That is absolutely correct.
Wow.
Wow. You knew that one right away. All right, that's 1. We do 2 out of 3 here.
Yo. We about to start an epidemic with this one.
They're about to. They started the epidemic. Did you hear that? Back a long time ago, they started the pandemic or epidemic, I guess. So if you want to blame somebody, don't blame that China flu. Blame Nelly, Paul Wall, Ali, and Gip. You think that's Gip Goody from the Goody Mob? We interviewed him. He was nice. All right, here we go. Next song in 2000s hip hop, Clean. In 3, 2, 1.
Jacob.
That's Jacob 2 times.
Jeez.
Ludacris, roll out my business.
Damn.
Chad, you better get up out of his business.
You getting crushed.
Thank you, Chad.
See you, guy.
See you, guy, indeed. I was watching an interview. Luda was on the Drink Champs podcast, and they show up in my Facebook feed a lot because I like hip-hop, and they have a lot of hip-hop artists. Luda was working at a radio station in the promo department. He was doing some on-air stuff like a young promo John Senning, and he was working on his music as well, and would save up all of his money that he made doing promo, bought himself some studio time, and then made, I believe, that What's Your Fantasy was his first one.
Right.
And just started sending it out, and it started to get airplay. And when he started to get his first checks, he was still working part-time at the radio station.
Nice.
Out in Atlanta. Jacob, you ready to take on somebody else since you just waxed the floor with Chadwick?
I'm ready to do it.
Heck yeah. Hi there, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
What's up, man? It's V. Joe, right back like I left something.
V. Joe, your phone is cutting in and out. I'm going to throw you on hold. We'll go back to you. I hope it gets better. Yeah. Stand by.
Pay your bill.
And stand down. Hello, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Hey, it's Jake.
Hi, Jake. How we doing? That's a better phone connection.
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Oh, very well. Thank you very much. I hesitate to ask, what do you do for work?
I am a mortgage closer for USAA.
There you go, USAA. You enjoy it?
I do.
What would you rather be doing? If you won the lottery, what would you spend most of your time doing?
Traveling, definitely.
Yeah, very good. That's what a lot of people, I think, would do if they won the lottery, is travel. And I would too.
Oh, yeah, man.
What's a destination you would like to visit that you have not been to?
Rome.
Oh, very nice.
I got to be honest with you, Drew.
What?
I win the lottery. The last thing I want to do is risk death and dismemberment traveling around this crazy world. I'm bringing the world to me.
You can't bring Rome to you.
Oh, sure you can.
You cannot. The B-52s wrote a song about it. Rome, if you want to. Jacob, where's the most? What's the most distant locale to which you have ever traveled, Jacob? 2 times. I don't think I've ever asked you that before. Have you ever gone anywhere exotic or far away?
Well, I've been to Arkansas for Thanksgiving one time.
Nice,
Yeah.
nice.
Okay. All right. Very nice. Is that the only other state you've ever visited, Jacob?
Also visited North Carolina. Can you believe it?
I can. They call it God's country. Very beautiful up there. The Raleigh-Durham area, gorgeous. Shout out to Michael. How you doing, buddy? And boy, Chapel Hill, of course, bustling. They lost to the University of Miami last night, though. You got friggin' all kinds of places in Georgia North Carolina, that are just magnificent. Say, Jake, your name was Jake, right? Not Jacob, but Jake?
Yeah, Jake.
That's going to be very difficult to see who's ringing in. What song genre would you like to take on Jacob in, Jake?
90s alternative rock.
Oh, man, another one of Jacob's. You guys are
Like they don't listen.
Feeding the beast.
Mm-hmm.
90s all.
Here we go again.
Here we go again, Jacob. I like this playlist.
I'm loving this, Drew Garabo.
Forgotten 90s alternative. Oh, none of these are forgotten songs.
Come on, you.
I got excited for a second, and I'm like, none of these are forgotten, but they're pretty.
Good. Got Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Exactly. All right, here we go.
Someone I got named Mo.
Not so forgotten 90s alternative. It's Jacob. It's Jake. Ring in with your name, artist and title. Best 2 out of 3 wins a prize in 3, 2, 1.
It's my jam, Drew.
I know it is. That's why I played it, Maurice. I don't hear either of you ringing in.
No, this is lame. Come on, guys.
Come on, fellas. This is a regular mainstay of the 90s.
Yeah.
No? Nobody? Jacob?
I don't know that one, Drew Garabo.
Yeah, I was thinking Silverchair, but I don't know.
No, it's not. It's Cracker, and the band. The song is "Low" by Cracker. Just a great damn song.
Come on.
One of the few songs that uses the word cosmonaut. All right. In 3, 2, 1.
The story of a girl who cried a river and drowned a hole.
Jacob, 2 times.
Absolutely, Story of a Girl, 9 Days.
Wow, that is one I would not have gotten the title. I would not have gotten the artist.
That he got that not low. That's crazy to me.
Insane. All right, 1 for Jacob, none for Jake. Next song in 3, 2, 1.
Hush, little babe.
That is, of course, a commercial being played by Spotify because I will not buy. I will not pay for Spotify Premium. It's never going to happen. People have offered me access to their account. It's not a money issue. It's a principle issue. I stand 10 toes down on not paying for Spotify ever. I pay for Apple Music. Why don't I use it for this game? Great question. I don't want my algorithm polluted, no offense, with the music that other people choose. My Spotify year in review is bad enough, because it is tainted, if you will, by what I play on the show. My Apple Music, that's all me. I make playlists on that for my boo. I listen in my car for that stuff. I don't need friggin' 9 Days Story of a Girl. I don't need Luda. Not that I don't listen to Luda, but I don't. I don't need that garbage, no offense, polluting my algorithm on Apple Music. So that's why I will not pay for Spotify Premium. I filibustered enough. It's Jacob 1, Jake 0, and here we go with song number 2 in the not-so-forgotten 90s songs in 3, 2, 1.
Jacob.
That's Jacob 2 times.
Standing outside a broken phone booth with money in my hand by Primitive Radio God.
Sorry, Jake. You got the whole title and everything, my man. I appreciate you playing, bud.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Good luck. Get to Rome one day. Get to that Vatican City if you want to. I think my parents, when they were over there, they saw the Pope. Like the Pope was like driving by or something.
You do know that the B-52 song was not about Rome.
I'm pretty sure it is, Mo.
Mo, come on, man.
Go to Rome if you want to.
Okay, yeah.
Roam around the world. Pretty sure that's about Rome, Italy, Mo. Duh.
Boy, both Chad and who was the other?
Jake.
Jake. They were so confident with the genres they selected, and neither got any of them.
You gotta. I gotta quote the great Omar from The Wire. You come at the king, you best not miss.
Indeed.
They missed. There's a feedback happening. Hello, who are you?
My name is Bill.
Hi, Bill. How are we doing today, buddy?
Incredible.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. Incredible. Wow, that's good. That sounds like a man who's got it going on in life. What do you do for work, Bill?
Work at a funeral home, sir.
Okay, maybe not. Is that something you wanted to do ever since you were a little kid? Is it a career you kind of accidentally found yourself into? It is pretty recession-proof. I mean, people are always going to die.
Yes, sir. Something. It's a job.
Okay. So you were probably between jobs and you're like, they're looking for help down at the funeral home. And so you applied and got the gig, yeah?
Correct.
I feel like you're just giving up on life when you walk into a funeral.
Okay, well, let's not insult the man, for Christ's sake. How accurate was the television program 6 Feet Under, sir?
There was a few things that didn't, not true, but most of it was right.
Okay, yeah, one of the greatest shows on television, just so damn clever and funny while dealing with, of course, the somber subject of death. Say, Bill, what topic, rather genre, would you like to take on Jacob in?
Can we do classic rock, please?
Absolutely, we can. Jacob, you cool with classic rock, pal?
I'm cool with it, yes.
All right, just to make sure we span all decades, we'll go classic rock of the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. So this could come from pretty much anywhere. Oh, man, there are a couple songs on here I've never even heard of before. All right, gentlemen, are we ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Classic rock of the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s in 3, 2, 1.
Bill.
That's Bill.
The King, She Really Got Me.
Is absolutely correct. Of course, they did it before Van Halen did. Well done, sir. That's Bill with 1, Jacob with 0. You okay, Jacob? You just got you got smoked there, pal.
Yes, I'm okay. I'm okay. Hey, at least I got some of the songs in the game, but this one, not yet.
Not yet, but keep hope alive. Here we go. Next song in the classic rock of the 60s through 90s in 3, 2, 1.
Bill. Jacob.
That's Bill. Bill. We got Bill. Bill.
It's Yes, Owner of a Lonely Heart.
You just moved yourself right to the front of the prize line. You hang on 1 second, Bill, and we'll get right with you. Jacob, come on. You don't know this jam right here?
Yes, I know this jam. Come on, man.
I always want to say 90210, but the album was 90125.
It always gets me.
So good. God, my sister got me that cassette for like my 13th birthday. What a jam.
Hit after hit after
Oh,
hit
my
after
God.
hit.
Leave It.
City of Love.
Owner of a Lonely Heart.
Lonely Heart.
There was one more.
Leave It.
Changes.
And Hold On.
Oh, Hold On.
Hold On was great.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Hold On is a bop. Hello there. Who are you?
Hey, this is Chris. Hey, great job on the Colin Hay interview, buddy.
Thanks.
That was awesome.
Thank you, Chris. Really appreciate that. Very kind of you to say. What would you consider to be your genre of music that you like?
I hate to be redundant, but I would probably go classic rock or 70s rock in general.
Jacob, you all right with 70s rock?
Yes, I'm all right. Let's do it.
Okay, 70s rock. We got Jacob. What was your name again, sir? I'm terribly sorry.
Chris.
I knew that. Chris and Jacob, 70s rock. 3, 2, 1. Come on, boys.
Jacob.
Jacob 2 times. Jacob 2 times. It's Jacob 2 times. Jacob 2 times. Hello, Jacob 2 times.
Heartbreaker. Dream Maker.
That's right.
Don't mess around with me. You're heartbreaker.
Okay, that's a song. Who
Dream
sings?
Maker.
All right. Who sings it?
I'm just.
Who sings it? Who sings it? Say it.
Okay, Drew Garabo.
Say it. Say it, kid.
Okay. Heart sings it.
Oh, Heart does not sing Heartbreaker. That would be ridiculous. Sir, Chris, you are now knighted. Who sings Heartbreaker?
That probably would have been my guess, actually, but I'm going to say, this is just a guess. I'm pretty sure it's wrong, but I'm going to say Joan Jett.
Ooh, you're so close. Yeah, these white bitches all look alike. That was Pat Benatar. Sorry I used the B word, Jacob. Them white chicks all look alike. Is that better? All right. No winner. Next song in the 70s classic rock realm in 3. This one's for you, Bo. 2 and 1. Chris.
Is that Wheel in the Sky by Kansas?
Moron.
Well,
Jacob.
That's sorry,
idiot.
I don't appreciate. I would never have callers called those names on any radio program I'm a part of. Maurice.
I'm just passionate about the group.
I can tell you are, but we treat callers with respect
Jacob.
here. Yes, Jacob.
Wheels in the Sky by Journey.
I will allow that. Wheel in the Sky by Journey is correct. That is Jacob with 1.
Kansas.
And well, I mean, it sounds like it could
Kansas had 1 hit.
Man, I'm so sorry, Chris. I try to treat callers with respect, but Maurice, he's hell bent on calling people idiots and whatnot. I apologize so sincerely. All right, that is Jacob with 1, Chris with 0. As we go to our next song in the 70s classic rock genre.
Chris.
Jacob.
That's Chris.
That is Sweet Emotion by Aerosmith.
He got the band. He got the song. He got everything.
He got redemption, Drew.
He did. That is tied 1-1. The world waits to see who is going to take this game. Ready, guys?
I'm ready, yes.
Ready, Chris?
Roll it.
In 3, 2. Jacob. What do you?
Yes, I'm still here.
I know. I heard you. I heard you in the background. You got your Alexa on? Like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah. Hang on. Alexa, lower volume, please.
Thank you, Jacob. All right. Here we go. 70s classic rock in 3, 2, 1.
When you were young.
Jacob.
Chris.
Oh, crap. I get too early. That was... was it Live and Let Die? Paul McCartney?
I'm gonna need clarification.
Wings. Paul
Yes,
McCartney
Wings is right. Yes. We got a winner. Hang on 1 second, Chris. Jacob, I've enjoyed our time together as I always do. I hope you have a wonderful time at your Valentine's. Is this a co-ed Valentine's Day where there will be ladies there as well?
Yes, I know it.
Oh, I love that so much.
And Drew Garabo, is the down to bowl thing going on March 21st?
Well, yes. We have not made the official announcement yet, so this is the unofficial announcement that it is officially happening on March 21st at the Veterans, but we're waiting until after our great radiothon a week from tomorrow to make the official announcement. But yes, officially and unofficially, March 21st, the Veterans location of Pin Chasers down to bowl to benefit the Down Syndrome Association of Tampa Bay. I'm going to give you an idea for this Valentine's dance tomorrow. I used to do this when I was a teenager, and there would be a Valentine's dance. I would draw a little heart on my hand, and I would go up to a young lady, and I would go, "I've got a heart on for you."
Okay, Drew Garabo. Guess what, Drew Garabo? There was a rule in my family where my dad said you can't draw on your skin, you know?
Oh, well, you're not living under your dad's totalitarian regime any longer. I feel like you've got the liberty to draw wherever you want to draw, Jacob.
Well, okay. Well, listen, Drew Garabo. If you guys make the announcement, hey, I got my brother's number, and I'm going to let him know that it's going to be March 21st. So when you guys do make the announcement, I will let him know.
Yeah, heck yeah. Appreciate that, Jacob. Thank you so much. And
I can't wait to see you guys out there, you and Promo John and everybody out there, you know.
Everybody. Cat named Mo will be there. I'm sure your buddy Danielle, who's very mad at you right now because she did not make her top 10. She did not make your top 10 radio personalities in the Tampa Bay area. She should have been top 5, in my opinion. But hey, you do you, Jacob.
Come on, Drew Garabo. I didn't say anything mean about her.
You kind of did. It's what we don't say sometimes.
I never would.
It hurts people. But thank you, Jacob. We love you, pal, and have yourself a great week.
Love you too.
Thank you.
I will. All right.
See you. Bye. Thank you to everyone who says such nice things about Jacob online. Really appreciate that. It's an honor, and it is me fulfilling my promise to Jacob's mom, who passed of cancer a few years ago. Her last in-studio visit, she thanked me for what we did for Jacob and asked if we could continue to give him a strong presence on this radio show, after she passed, because it brings him a lot of joy. So if that doesn't bring you a lot of joy, that's okay. You're just a soulless prick. 800-771-1025 is the number. Coming up next, we've got It's Okay, Not Okay, and it involves billboards outside the NASCAR race coming up in Daytona. They're targeting human trafficking, but it's a bigger question about legalizing sex work. Next.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. When a child is hurting, everything stops. Families need hope and a place they can trust. February 19th and 20th, 102.5 The Bone goes 24 hours, commercial-free, raising funds for Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital, generously sponsored by Clean Earth Systems. Listen to parents, doctors, and caregivers share stories of courage, compassion, and life-saving care. Every dollar goes directly to the hospital, helping kids get the care they need. Donate now at theboneonline.com and be part of something that matters. We're all in for all children. From 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
75 north approaching I-4. We have a crash in a left shoulder block. Looks like primarily off into the grass. Stop and go to Dr. King. Earlier crash Nebraska Avenue southbound at Fletcher. Still a back up there. Northbound affected too. Kennedy has a sizable delay. Crash westbound approaching West Shore Boulevard. Back to Lois. 301 south has a wreck toward Bloomingdale Avenue. Back beyond I-75. This is Eric with traffic.
Want a beautiful white vinyl fence but thought you couldn't afford it? For less than $5 a day. Only 100 $225 a month. Fence Outlet will install a 120-foot vinyl fence and transform your backyard. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C-10252.
Indulge in the luxury of hand-picked jewelry with an exclusive offer. Buy one, get one 40% off during the Gold and Diamond Source exclusive Valentine's promotion. Express your love with exquisite jewelry from the Gold and Diamond Source, the largest selection of engagement rings that you'll find. Not sure where to start? The expert staff at the Gold and Diamond Source is here to help you find the perfect gift. With personalized service, they'll make your shopping experience seamless and enjoyable. And remember, if it's real love, well, it should be real natural diamonds. You don't want something that was made in a factory just about 2 weeks ago. 0% financing for up to 5 years. You finance $5,000. It's only $83 a month. Let them guide you through the art of choosing the most perfect piece, because love deserves to be celebrated in the most unforgettable way. This Valentine's, make sure it's a Gold and Diamond Source diamond. Always online at goldanddiamond.com or 3800 Ulmerton Road in Clearwater.
It's a love you give only at Gold and Diamond Source.
Are you struggling with bad feet? Here at the Good Feet store, we hear a lot about foot pain, but we also hear about back, knee, and hip pain. I'd like you to hear what Kelsey, a kinesiologist, has to say about the Good Feet arch support system.
As an exercise specialist, I've seen all kinds of things that people try to put in their shoes to get out of pain. What I really like about the Good Feet system is that they support all 4 arches in the foot.
So did you know you had 4 arches in each foot? Most shoes and inserts only support 1. Maybe that's the reason all the remedies you've tried in the past just didn't work.
When the foot's placed in the ideal position, everything else up the kinetic chain works better. You have better balance, more energy. You're going to feel better. Being able to move freely means everything to me, and good movement starts with the feet.
Stop by one of our 5 locations throughout Tampa, St. Petersburg, and Sarasota today, or visit us at goodfeet.com. Good Feet arch supports are HSA and FSA eligible. The only place to get the Good Feet solution is at the Good Feet store. Come in for a free test walk today.
This little piggy wasn't affected by the market. This little piggy had protected funds. This little piggy locked in college costs. This little piggy had a 1-year plan. And all the little piggies went wee to college land.
Before you know it, those tiny feet will be off to college. Save the smartest way with a Florida prepaid plan. Unlike a regular savings account, the funds are dedicated and guaranteed to cover tuition costs. So when they're ready to go, you are too. Save for their story. Prepaid 529 plans start at $29 a month. Enroll today.
Mike Calta here to tell you about my friends at Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City. Now is the time to get into Stingray Chevrolet and upgrade for less during their Stingray President's Day sale. To make room for new inventory, current models are on sale below market value, and they'll pay top dollar for your current vehicle. You can keep the cash, or you can use it to trade up and save even more. It's happening right now at Stingray Chevrolet. Visit stingraychevrolet.com or get in the big store on I-4 Exit 22 Plant City. Stingray Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their loved ones. If you need an attorney you can trust, give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. We will give you a free case evaluation and won't charge you any fees unless you recover money. Give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN, 866-LAW-FRAN, or visit me online at lawfran.com. Main office, Palm Harbor.
If your heating or cooling system is on the fritz, call me, Bob from Badger Bob Services. We've got over 100 technicians on the road ready to help. From leaky sinks, busted fridge, and water heaters to even hanging a chandelier, Badger Bob's does it all. Proudly serving Tampa and the Sun Coast. Go to badgerbobs.com and give us a call. Badger Bob's. Funny name, but we're serious about service. It's who we are.
BadgerBobs.com.
License CSC 11597, CFC 1428238, and EC 1309294.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Jeff's day is off to a slow start. So he heads to AutoZone, America's #1 battery destination, where Sammy, a local AutoZoner, tests his battery for free. Looks like he just needs a charge. And Sammy does that for free, too. In no time at all, Jeff is back on the road, ready to finish the day strong. Free battery testing and charging at every store. No hassles, just help.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering. So so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If you're the victim of a car crash, take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
They did like 20 different versions of the video for Changes on MTV, and like you never knew which one you were going to see.
You're right. Do you remember they did an a cappella version of Leave It?
Well, there's that part where it breaks down. We're like, talk to simple stuff.
No.
An acoustic, like an a cappella version of the whole song?
The whole, you remember the song Leave It from that?
Of course. Leave It.
Pull up.
They got it.
The a cappella Leave It.
Right.
Brilliant.
Sense of measure, no illusions as we take refuge in young man's pleasure, breaking down the dreams we make.
Here it comes.
One down, one to go. Another town and one more show.
That dude has a hell of a voice. John Anderson, is
yes,
that
sir.
Came back. No phone, take
I can't decide if Yes is an awesome name for a band or a stupid name for a band.
Ridiculous.
Do you think there's a Yes cover band out there called Maybe?
Watch this.
That's pretty sweet.
I love this version.
That's one of the few a cappella versions where it can pass as a song.
Yes.
Would you consider Bobby McFerrin's "Don't Worry, Be Happy" to be an a cappella song? I think he's doing all the music himself, isn't he? He's beating on his chest.
Yeah, but there was no musical version of it. That's the only version. I think for it to be an a cappella version, right? You'd have to have a full instrumental.
I don't know.
Version.
Yeah, I mean, it's
a cappella. I mean,
is it an a cappella song?
Is it an a cappella song?
I don't know if there's music in there or not.
No,
because I think it's him going like,
yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, it's all him, his voice.
I don't know if that'd be considered a cappella if you're making the music on your body.
That's an interesting question.
Dumb song.
Oh man, come on.
Here's a little song I wrote. You might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry. When he's like, I'll make you happy. Come around. In every life we have some trouble. I've never heard any other songs by Bobby McFerrin except for the Ocean Spray cranberry juice commercial he did.
I don't know. I'm sure I would know one or two.
Okay, Don't Worry, Be Happy. Common Threads.
No.
Kalimba Suite. Ave Maria. I mean, it's probably a cover. Circle Song 6.
Yeah, no.
Freedom is a Voice. Yeah, no, I've none of these.
Oh, that's right. He never played any instruments, right?
I think he just plays himself. You played yourself, homie.
I don't not like this.
I mean, yeah, I don't. I ain't mad at it. I'm not gonna bump it in my ride on a Friday or anything.
I don't know. I'm kind of digging it.
What is this called? Circle Song 6. He has a song called Kids' Toys that came out in 95. Oh, there's music. He's not doing that on himself.
You don't know that, Drew.
I do. He may be magical unless he's playing the marimba on his rib cage, I think. Hey, not an abrupt shift or anything, but I saw a story this morning on Fox 13 about how they are erecting, pun intended, billboards to call attention to sex trafficking. And it's for the NASCAR race because a lot of people throughout the country, if not the world, travel to Daytona Beach to go to the races there. It's a lot of fun. I'm not a NASCAR fan at all, but something about watching it in person. They say the roar, the smell of the crowd, and the roar of the grease paint, or something like that. It's pretty cool. Hey, those beasts. Machines go very, very fast, and it's cool to be down there close to the track and watch it. Lining highways near the track, which I assume would be Daytona International Speedway Boulevard, a new series of billboards deliver a stark warning. Sex buying isn't a game. Letting people know that if they buy sex, they're wrecking lives, because that's another one. Sex buying wrecks lives. Sex buying is a disqualifier, and sex buying gets a black flag, not the punk rock band with Henry Rollins. The campaign comes from Rights for Girls, a national advocacy group focused on ending the sexual exploitation, or sexploitation, if you will, of women and children. They're trying to shed light on what they call an often invisible aspect of human trafficking, the role that sex buyers play in fueling the market for commercial sex. Now, it's a tired adage, but it is true that prostitution is the world's oldest profession. Should we not legalize it? Wouldn't you take away the illegal sex trafficking element of it, or at least, if not eliminate, reduce it? If you were to legalize it, regulate it, tax it, test these girls, have these girls registered so you can know that they're all of age. I don't know. I wonder, because that's a tough nut to crack. Like, legalizing prostitution, ain't a politician in our country who wants to be the first one to stand up and go, I want to legalize hookers.
Right. The other issues that I would see are the people that inherently want to do things outside of the system. And also the clientele, if I can borrow from the pronunciation of taken, that would not want to necessarily have their names on any list. So I think you can legalize prostitution, but the sex trafficking will still exist.
So there's really no way other than an awareness campaign, which I don't know how much that's going to help. I think the type of people who buy sex, especially those who are into the underage girls,
yes,
there's probably nothing you can do that is going to dissuade them from their illicit activities.
How many people don't have a marijuana card because they don't want people to know that they're smoking marijuana?
That is absolutely true. Quite a few don't have that card because they don't want it on record, which I understand.
Exactly. And now you're talking about buying a hooker? Come on, man.
Nobody wants to go on record as like being a legalized sex worker buyer.
How you going to explain that charge to your wife?
Oh,
your boo?
Oh, that's my card.
Yeah.
Oh, your medical marijuana card? No. It's I just want to know from the average person out there if they think it would help reduce the sex trafficking trade if you were to legalize sex work. 800-771-1025. I kind of agree with Mo in that dudes don't want, like, there are out in Nevada, not Las Vegas itself, but outside Vegas and like Reno and whatnot. They've got the Bunny Ranch, R.I.P. Dennis Hoff. They've got the Chicken Ranch. They've got whatever, and it's a legalized place where you go in and rent a hooker.
In the desert, Drew.
Way out in the desert.
That's how far they're going to keep that hidden, in the desert.
And for those who say it is a victimless crime, it's really not. Like these young ladies, many of them have business managers, better known to the world as PIMPs, as Fiddy told us. And these pimps, from what I see on television and movies, they're not very respectful to the young ladies. They're not very compassionate, supportive, and in fact, very frequently, they're beaten on by these pimps who turn them out.
And if you legalize it, that's still not going to address and or stop or mitigate the coercion or the outright, forcing of women to participate in prostitution.
800-771-1025. I think they did it out in Vegas because they are out in Nevada because they knew so many people were getting high dollar escorts on the down low when they would go out to Vegas that they probably decided, look, we're going to, and if you ever watch a show, I think the show is called Cat House, if I'm not mistaken, on HBO. The process was so interesting because, like, you pay your money, you sit down, and then, like, these girls, I guess, parade in front of you, and you get to just go like a buffet, except you probably don't want to eat it. You go, oh, yeah, no, I like that. I would just feel, and this is just me, I would feel so bad for the girls I didn't pick. Like, I'm just, that's just the way I'm wired. I would be like, oh, I'm so sorry, but not you. It's kind of like when you're in a strip club, which, God, it's been forever since I've been in one. And a girl's like, would you like a lap dance? I always feel bad. I'm like, I'm personally rejecting them. And I'm like, no. And then they see you get a lap dance with someone else.
You're like, no, I just came in to hang. 5 minutes later.
With my boys. Hello, who are you?
I'm Dan.
Hi, Dan, the man. What's up?
I was just thinking, I'm with you guys on that. I don't think it's going to do anything to help with the trafficking. All it does is help regulate disease and stuff. And that way they tax it.
Yeah, and cutting down on the disease element of it would be good. That way fewer dudes like Bill Gates give stuff to their wives and then have to, surreptitiously put antibiotics in their food, which is so insane to me. So regulating it would help from a disease perspective, but I think the goal is to reduce sex trafficking. Every single strip club's got a sign up too about sex trafficking. And, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. And according to advocates, large-scale sporting events can create spikes in demand for commercial sex. I know they used to do sting operations right around the Super Bowl. In fact,
yeah.
Am I right in that Warren Sapp got caught up in one?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't
want to say that without Warren Sapp, Sting.
I mean, I ain't mad at him if he did.
Sex Super Bowl. Hold on.
Somebody stole his wallet, I think. Was that him?
Pro Football Hall of Famer Warren Sapp was arrested on February 2nd, 2015 in Phoenix, Arizona for soliciting a prostitute and 2 counts of assault shortly after covering the Super Bowl XLIX for the NFL Network. He was involved in a dispute with 2 escorts, resulting in his termination from the network. Oh. They, I guess there was an altercation over money. Pay that whore her money.
I mean, isn't that the whole point of prostitution, so that you don't have to argue with women about money?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, you're not paying for the sex. You're paying to go away when you're done.
Right. You're defeating the purpose.
Yeah, if you're going to haggle, I would say haggle probably before the sex takes place, and you're probably not going to be able to talk them down.
No.
Like, I'll tell you what, I'll give you 75. No, 150. How about 80? Drew Garabo Live, hello.
Hey, Drew, how's it going?
Very well, thank you. Yourself, what's your name?
Doing well. My name's Hunter.
Hi, Hunter.
As a longtime libertarian, I'm conflicted on this question because I feel like anything between 2 consenting adults should be legalized.
Sure.
However, the fear would be if you're legalizing it and making it a more lucrative business endeavor, then the fear would be maybe it would increase sex trafficking into the states and trying to get more girls into it because now they know they can legally take advantage of it.
Right. And sex work is work. I'm not here to shame anybody for the way they make a paycheck. OnlyFans, massage therapist, not massage therapists, but masseuses, etc. But like, you're right in that if you do more to make it more popular, then of course the illicit sex trafficking trade will continue to bloom, which is exactly what they're trying to fight by making it legal. So great point, man. Thank you.
Absolutely.
I find myself in the libertarian point of view on a lot of things as well, especially when it comes to drugs and sex. I think as an adult, you should probably legally be able to do anything you want to. You should have autonomy over your body, but you don't. By the way, just unrelated to anything, I saw this story today while I was noting that story about sex trafficking. Circus legend celebrates 104th birthday in Sarasota. Mary Jane Miller joined the circus at 18 years old from Michigan on vacation in Sarasota, made friends with a girl whose parents were clowns. I will say again, made friends with what do your folks do? They're clowns.
Clowns.
Well, what do they do for work? No, my dad's a clown. So then she actually fulfilled the fantasy of running away to the circus, which is what people always talked about. She did trapeze, rode elephants, hung by her teeth. She did everything, and she made it to 104. Her son is 71.
Wow.
She celebrated her 104th birthday at the Show Folks of Sarasota Club on Saturday. Party started at 6, pretty late for a 104-year-old lady. Popcorn, appetizers, dinner, and a cake dedicated to Miller. Quote, hardly anybody I know is still alive. I'm the oldest member of Show Folks of Sarasota. Everybody else is gone, but I had a good life. Beautiful.
I like that.
Hello, Drew Garabo Live. Who are you?
Hey, fellas, this is Brent down in Sarasota.
Oh, wait, do you know Mary Jane Miller? Did you bang her?
I don't know. I can't say that I did.
Okay.
But I live close to Show Folks, so
cool.
I'm familiar with the building. It's actually, Sarasota's an interesting town from that perspective.
It's an interesting town from a lot of perspectives. I mean, the Amish people on bikes by Moat Marine Aquarium, you got Yoders. It's interesting down there.
Yes, it is. I'm on my way out to the dog park in Longboat Key as we speak.
Oh, hell yeah. Shout out to the Colony Beach and Tennis Resort where we used to go as kids.
Yeah. So I wanted to weigh in on the prostitution thing, and I don't want to take up too much of your time.
Okay.
Mo, by the way, I'm the guy you and I talked about Denzel, how he's aging, and, just so we've spoken before. Nice to hear your voice again.
Thank you.
Be careful. Mo's been calling people names today, sir. So don't evoke his anger. He's a loose,
That's all right.
loose cannon.
I play ball with your boy, so don't tell you tell Mo. I might be old, but I'm still there.
He might be old, Mo, but he's still here. So what about prostitution, sir?
All right, here we go. When you get a chance, take a break. I would ask you to look up the effects of legalized prostitution in Australia. The numbers will blow your mind. Rapes, the lowering of rapes, domestic violence issues, murders, STDs in the medical community, the amount that dropped when they legalized prostitution, and I'm not sure if it's countrywide or in specific cities, kind of like the Nevada deal, but if it was, the numbers are just, they will blow your mind at how much better life got for a lot of people just by having prostitution. The only thing that they do require in Australia is it's all in-call, no alcohol. They don't come to your house.
I mean, that makes sense.
You have to go to a brothel. So there's plenty of security. The businesses are all registered, and everybody is background checked there. So the whole pimp thing is as low as could possibly be. It's really interesting.
It is very interesting. I'm looking it up as we speak, and it's a good place to go if you want to pay to kiss a girl down under. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate that. Legalize and decriminalize prostitution in Australia, which varies by state from strict licensing to full decriminalization, has generally resulted in improved health outcomes, increased safety, and reduced police corruption. However, it has also created a two-tiered system where workers in unlicensed or illicit brothels face increased vulnerability and higher penalties. So the pimps are probably in the illicit ones.
Yeah.
That is very interesting. I wouldn't have thought Australia necessarily, but I don't know anything about Australia.
I don't either.
They got some crazy wildlife.
Yeah, it's the most dangerous wildlife. Is that one of their
the box jellyfish that they got, which is a tiny little jellyfish that can kill you. They got koalas that'll give you chlamydia. They do. The koalas carry like
I heard
chlamydia, gonorrhea,
something like that. Yeah,
kangaroos
who are not really all that friendly, from what I understand.
No, they'll kick the hell out of you. Dangerous wildlife. Oh, crocs. You can't forget about the salties, they call them.
Right.
Wildlife in Australia. Here we go. Australia hosts some of the world's most dangerous wildlife, including the highly venomous inland taipan, that's a snake, eastern brown snake, also a snake, Sydney funnel web spider.
Ooh, that don't even sound fun.
And box jellyfish. Other threats include salties, great white shacks.
The didgeridoos, man, those are deadly.
When you go to play the didgeridoo, there are a lot of didgeridoos and a lot of didgeridon'ts. My dad went to Australia for a business trip when he worked for Digital Equipment Corporation in the 70s, traveled all the way around the world to Australia. He wanted to bring me back a didgeridoo because I've just always been fascinated with different musical instruments, but there's no way to bring it back. It wouldn't fit in the overhead compartment.
It's long, right?
It's way long, so I don't think he wanted to check it. So I got a boomerang. I tried to throw it away. It just kept coming back. It was weird.
Good Lord.
Didgeridoos are so cool, though. I bet.
Are they? They're very cumbersome.
Well, yeah, but like if you can do circular breathing, which I'm trying to learn, you can really make a noise for. It's like blowing a conch.
Yeah.
You're like a. That's a pretty good didgeridoo impression. All right, Gene Simmons.
Oh God.
What did he say this time? I'm glad you asked. We're gonna get in. It's so disappointing for those of us who used to be Kiss fans. You would think.
I can gladly not count myself amongst those people.
No, good for you. You never bought into the myth of the kabuki. Good for you. I did. I was a card-carrying member of the Kiss Army, the second most embarrassing army I've ever been a card-carrying member of, and I ain't talking about the U.S. We'll get into his comments next about the Rock Hall of Fame and why this old-ass grandma can't keep his mouth shut.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Last update had 2 left lanes blocked. 301 south approaching Bloomingdale Avenue. Crash there. Stop and go almost to Palm River Road. Massive backup. Meanwhile, an accident 75 north at Brandon Boulevard should be in the clearing stages now. Earlier fire rescue on the scene there. Kennedy crash westbound left lane blockage at West Shore. Northbound West Shore also delayed. The Howard Franklin southbound into Pinellas a wreck. And the left lane block past the hump. This is Eric with traffic.
Rear-ended by a dump truck. A man suffered brain damage no MRI could detect. Farah and Farah used expert medical evidence to uncover the rare condition and secured $5.7 million. Let Farah cook, Tampa.
Indulge in the luxury of hand-picked jewelry with an exclusive offer. Buy one, get one 40% off during the Gold and Diamond Source exclusive Valentine's promotion. Express your love with exquisite jewelry from the Gold and Diamond Source, the largest selection of engagement rings that you'll find. Not sure where to start? The expert staff at the Gold and Diamond Source is here to help you find the perfect gift. With personalized service, they'll make your shopping experience seamless and enjoyable. And remember, if it's real love, well, it should be real natural diamonds. You don't want something that was made in a factory just about 2 weeks ago. 0% financing for up to 5 years. You finance $5,000. It's only $83 a month. Let them guide you through the art of choosing the most perfect piece, because love deserves to be celebrated in the most unforgettable way. This Valentine's, make sure it's a Gold and Diamond Source diamond. Always online at goldanddiamond.com or 3800 Ulmerton Road in Clearwater.
It's a love you give only at Gold and Diamond Source.
Transform your backyard for less than $5 a day. Fence Outlet will install a sleek black aluminum fence that adds style, security, and curb appeal for just $125 a month. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C-10252.
Are you dealing with bad feet all day? The Good Feet store wants to help you get back to living in comfort. Schedule your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
I'm back to doing what I love and more. Thanks to the Good Feet store.
Slow drains or backups? Don't wait for a bigger mess. Hawkins Service Company, trusted by Tampa Bay homeowners for over 30 years, is offering a $49 drain cleaning to prevent costly plumbing repairs. Schedule today at hawkinsserviceco.com.
A family office is a team built to handle the three biggest financial responsibilities a family faces: wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning. Most firms only manage your investments and refer the rest out, hoping everyone stays aligned. At Trajan, we built something different. Your wealth, tax planning, and estate planning are handled together inside one firm under one roof. There's no guessing whether your CPA, advisor, and estate attorney are truly in sync, because our team works together every day on your behalf. When your financial life becomes more complex, your advice should become more coordinated, not more fragmented. One plan, one trusted team. Call Trajan today at 813-212-0500. That's 813-212-0500.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richey. This February, the key to your heart unlocks a brand new Toyota and savings on everything under the sun. Everything. Drive a new Tacoma for $289 per month with 4-year maintenance included. Because when you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richey, we make it happen.
Sun Toyota
of Newport Richey.
Call 800-632-8895 for more details.
I'm Matt Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. I've had the privilege of seeing miracles, broken families rebuilt, every crash, every workplace injury, every medical mistake. Fighting back can work. We've gone toe-to-toe with insurance giants, and we've won a lot. Over $30 billion recovered. Size matters. Reputation matters. Results matter. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Injured? Dial Pound Law.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
I remember brushing my hair and looking down and thinking, oh my gosh, do I have any hair left?
I used to look at women with thick, beautiful hair and think, why doesn't my hair look like that?
My thinning hair is making me feel so old.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume from New Nordic. With clinically proven ingredients like apple extract, biotin, and millet, Hair Volume nourishes your hair follicles to promote thicker, healthier looking hair. Say goodbye to shedding, thin, and dull hair, and hello to thick, healthy hair with Hair Volume.
Since taking Hair Volume, the shedding has all but stopped.
Now, instead of being jealous of other women's hair, I have friends who are jealous of mine.
My hairdresser couldn't believe the difference in my hair. Now she's using Hair Volume too.
Available as a tablet or delicious gummy, Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com, or find Hair Volume in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
Hey, Dad, why do people wait until it's hot out to call about their air conditioner?
Well, Badger Bob's has been doing this since 1982, son. That's just how it goes.
They should call Badger Bob's now to have it checked.
You heard Bob Jr. Now's the time to check your heating and cooling system. So Badger Bob's is offering up to $2,000 in cash incentives for early planners. Get your free estimate at BadgerBobs.com. Badger Bob's, a funny name, but we're serious about service. It's who we are.
License CAC 1815977, CFC 1428238, and EC 1309294.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-503-2197. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-503-2197. That's 800-503-2197. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Known as the most colorful PGA Tour tournament in the world, the Valspar Championship returns to Tampa Bay March 17th through the 22nd, and The Bone has your passes. Listen for your chance to win and more chances to win at theboneonline.com. See the world's top-ranked golfers on the Copperhead course. Buy tickets at valsparchampionship.com.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Toyota.com. I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delegato. Our warming trend continues. Some patchy clouds around tonight. Low temperatures bottoming out in the low 60s. Then coming up on Thursday, a mix of sun and clouds, about a 10% chance of a shower. And high temps will be in the mid-70s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
There is none higher. Sucker MCs should call me sire. To run my kingdom, you must choose fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire. Now we rock the party and come correct. All cuts are on time and rhymes connect. Got the right to vote and we'll elect. And other rappers can't stand us, but give us respect.
Sounds like rock and roll to me. Crusty white people are the only people who believe that the Rock Hall of Fame should only contain rock and roll. Several years ago, they started inducting rappers. Shouldn't hurt you. Separate but equal is still segregation. Why they gotta call it the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Well, the white man stole rock and roll from the black man, so let's just call it a wash and allow Public Enemy, Run DMC, The Roots, when they're eligible. Let's let them into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and not make a big deal out of it. I mean, you don't want to be on the same side as Chaim Weitz on this one, do you? Better known to the world as Gene Simmons. He doubled down on his stance that rap doesn't belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He was on a podcast with Ben Weiss called Legends and Leaders. Never heard of it. The KISS co-founder said hip-hop does not, quote, speak his language. He's 70. And called it more spoken word than songwriting. Really. Songwriting like, let's put the X in sex. Songwriting like, shout it out loud. Songwriting like, I want to rock and roll all night and party every day.
Don't forget, lick it up, Drew.
Don't need to wait for an invitation. Lick it up. Lick it up. He also questioned how relevance is defined, reigniting the genre and culture debate all over again. He says he can't relate to it because he, quote, doesn't come from the ghetto. If I'm not mistaken, Mr. Weitz, his real name, Chaim Weitz, emigrated from Israel, the homeland, with his mother who survived the Holocaust as a child. I know this because I interviewed Gene in person when I was on in Orlando. We did a gig up in Boston for the Sam Adams Summer Jam, and they had Gene available for interviews, and he sat down with us, and I told him how much I loved his version of When You Wish Upon a Star, the Jiminy Cricket anthem off of his solo album. And he said, "Are you making fun of me right now?" I said, "No, I'm not making fun of you. I thought it was beautiful and very unexpected." And he told me a story about how when he emigrated from Israel to America, that he saw a star while they were coming over on the boat, I guess, and America represented such a beautiful new opportunity to him. He seems to have lost his way, Maurice.
A little bit.
This man so grateful to be in America, who created not just a band, but a brand with Paul Stanley. Let's forget about Ace and Peter, because according to Gene and Paul, they didn't matter anyway.
Not at all.
When you
How does that guy come here with nothing, build a multi-million-dollar, if not billion-dollar empire off of, let's be honest, idiotic songs with amazing theatrics? Kabuki theater with the makeup and the coffin of blood and the spit and fire and all that. Amazing. Terrible songs. There ain't a Kiss song except for Beth that anyone would consider a great song. So you experience that kind of success, and then you want to gatekeep? You want to say that rap has no relevance? You're incredibly out of touch. 800-771-1025.
You're singing When You Wish Upon a Star. How many kids, coming up are wishing upon a star to be something in the music industry, to maybe be a star in hip hop and or rap?
That's exactly it. And you might not like that rappers are in the Hall of Fame, and I get that. But until there's a rap Hall of Fame, let's put rappers in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. 800-771-1025. You want to tell me the Roots aren't a rock and roll band that just happens to rap? They play their own instruments. Black Thought, you want to tell me his songwriting and his message isn't more powerful than Rock and Roll All Night shouted out loud? And if you're not familiar with the Roots, familiarize yourself. Star reminded me that they have a song called Star. It's a rock song, right?
Get 'em up high. Okay, yeah. Go all star.
A better song to exemplify how the Roots are rock and roll. Check this out.
Oh, yeah.
This is a rock song, right?
Oh, yeah.
Now, is every Public Enemy song a rock song? Certainly not.
Certainly has the fury and the energy and the rebelliousness of the best of rock.
Thank you. The spirit of rock and roll lives. But if you agree with Gene Simmons that rappers don't belong in the Hall of Fame, I'd like to hear from you. 800-771-1025.
Going all the way back to one of the greats, Run DMC, King of Rock, Rock the Bells. Run DMC revived Aerosmith's career, who people consider arguably one of the best American rock bands we have.
Boom.
Revived their career.
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame includes Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5 in 2007, Run DMC, Beastie Boys, Public Enemy, NWA, Tupac Shakur, Biggie Smalls, LL, Jigga, Eminem, and Missy Elliott.
Beastie Boys, certainly rock and roll.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, they're absolutely. I don't think there's any question about that. But if you think, oh, well, Jay-Z, he's not rock and roll. Oh, really? Have you heard the song 99 Problems? Because that seems to me to be pretty much a rock and roll song. That
girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. I got the rap patrol on the patrol. Foes that want to make sure my casket's closed. Rap critics.
And if they're rapping, they're not singing. There's really little difference between rapping and singing. In fact, there is the argument to be made that rapping is more difficult than singing.
If you don't like my lyrics, you can press fast forward.
It's very unfortunate comments, but Gene Simmons loves one thing, and that is Gene Simmons. And Gene Simmons loves getting Gene Simmons' name out there. So I know that a comment like this is probably designed to do exactly what we're doing right now, which is giving that old grandma some relevance.
He just got his ass kicked for making an unnecessary comment after Ace Frehley died.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that was 3 months ago.
Well, yeah. What he said? Like something about he died of his own devices.
Well, yeah, because he's a drug, drugs and blah blah blah, which had nothing necessarily to do with his death. He fell and hit his head.
I can never get my head around people who have money, success, and fame and are still miserable. That to me, that is a big head scratcher.
Yeah.
If you can find yourself making a very comfortable living with a lot of fans and influence enough to where people are paying attention to what you're saying, and you're still a miserable person, like, you need therapy.
Give it to me. Yeah, I'll take your money and your fame.
Well, then there'll be a miserable person with none of that. Like the misery of people who are in that, and now Gene doesn't even have to tour. He made a hologram to where he doesn't even have to leave his house anymore. Kiss will live forever in hologram form. What are you upset about, old man? You made it. You've got. What do you think his net worth is?
Oh man, dude! I think they just sold the catalog. His net worth has to be upwards of $600 million.
They say approximately $400 million. Okay. Aggressive merchandising, licensing, and various business ventures. They sold the Kiss catalog, brand, and intellectual property rights to Pop House Entertainment 2 years ago for a reported $300 million. Now, their glorified Applebee's restaurants that they tried to start, I think, shut down everywhere.
What was that?
Rock and Brews. Had you ever been to one?
No, I've never even seen one.
I went to the one out by the airport in Orlando. It used to be a Tony Roma's place for ribs. Whatever happened to Tony Roma's? They had pretty good ribs.
I think it was an antiquated notion.
Damn it. I never saw the Dallas Cowboys quarterback there either.
Well, how was Rockin' Brews?
Rockin' Brews was awful. Kiss merchandise on the walls.
Of course.
I think they had like a rock and roll all night burger or something like that.
Come on, man.
Hello. Every server was named Beth. You know. Drew Garabo Live. Hello. Who are you?
Would it be me?
I think so.
Okay, Drew. I'm not going to be a Grateful Dead kind of person, but most of the rock stars these days were very heavily influenced by the band Kiss. I mean, when I was a little kid, I loved Kiss. They grew into what they were.
Sure.
But they certainly influenced a lot of people, so they were a very important band.
No doubt.
And go ahead.
Oh, I just said no doubt. Yeah, you're right. I certainly would not argue with that.
And I was thinking, as far as the rap or rock and roll Hall of Fame, there's a country music Hall of Fame. There's a rock and roll Hall of Fame. Doesn't rap by now deserve their own Hall of Fame? And doesn't Motown? I mean, it seems like, of course, they're better than to be tagged on to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which is a joke. They could have their own Hall of Fame, and it would be kick-ass. You know what I mean? And
so you're saying black kids don't belong in public schools? Is that, no, I'm just.
No.
I wanted to make Mo spit out his water. I'm sorry.
Listen to this, though.
Okay.
When I was calling in, you said something about separate but equal.
Yeah.
And that is the definition of segregation.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, what I was calling to say doesn't make any sense now. If you're right, as soon as they separated it, it's segregation.
Yeah, and I think rap is a part of the rock and roll, like the part of the rock and roll story. I think it evolved.
Certainly is.
There's a crossover there.
Is.
So the people who argue against it, like, how does it hurt you to have rappers inducted in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame?
And you have to look at the genesis of rock and roll. Rock and roll took from blues. It took from gospel. It took from country. It took from so many different genres that it's a bastardized genre in and of itself.
Yep. The mid-'50s was when rock and roll started as a fusion of African-American genres like rhythm and blues, gospel and jazz, like Maurice just said, blended with country, popularized by DJs like Alan Freed. You ever watch that movie American Hot Wax? It used to be on HBO all the time.
I've never seen it.
It's the Alan Freed story.
Yeah.
Artists like Chuck Berry, black. Little Richard, black. Elvis Presley, ripped off black people. Breaking down racial barriers and capturing the rebellious spirit of youth culture. What is rebellious spirit of youth culture if not rap music?
That's what it's transformed into. That's
Absolutely.
what it's morphed into.
So
you could make an argument that hip hop, that rock and roll transformed into hip hop.
Correct. The real rock and rollers are the hip hop stars. You look at A$AP Rocky, that dude's a rock star. So I politely, not so politely, disagree with one Chaim White. I think he's lost his way. And I would just hope that at this stage of his career, he'd be looking back at what he created with so much gratitude. And didn't they discover Van Halen? By the way, I want to say Gene Simmons discovered Van Halen. Hold on.
It was somewhat responsible for the record deal, or they were early supporters.
Gene Simmons played a crucial role in Van Halen's discovery, producing their 76, 77 demos at Electric Lady Studios in the Village Recorder. While he initially wanted to sign them to his management company, he encouraged them to pursue a deal with Warner Brothers Records after Kiss management passed on them. Oh, man. That was Bob Ezrin, I think was his name, the Kiss manager.
It may have been.
Like, can you imagine? You go to him and you're like, hey, I got these brothers, Alex and Eddie. They shred. They got this crazy-ass front man, David Lee Roth, and Bob Ezrin, if that is his name, is like, I don't know. I'm not hearing it. Maurice, what have you got, for God's sake, on the Mo Betta news?
150 pounds disappears. Man says I got nothing to do with that disappearance. And Tiger Woods, y'all.
Tomorrow, thank you. That's coming up next on Mo Betta News. Tomorrow on the show, we will give away a dinner for two from Southern Steer for Valentine's Day. If you have not done any planning at all, I hate to reward you for that, but I will absolutely do that tomorrow. Because if you didn't make a reservation, look, not everybody's made of money. And these restaurants on Valentine's Day, they get packed. Some of them even do a special Valentine's Day menu where they jack up the prices. Not Southern Steer. They're doing the opposite. Because on Valentine's Day, nothing says I love you more than a home-cooked steak dinner for the one you love. Southern Steer Butcher offers you a Wagyu sirloin dinner for two, complete with twice baked potatoes, not just once, twice baked potatoes, and a vegetable side of your choice for $40. That's it. Or if you want to upgrade a filet mignon, $75. What a deal. You can't get a filet mignon dinner on Valentine's Day for $75. That's a sad image, I know, going out solo on Valentine's Day and ordering filet mignon, but it happens. We'll also, Southern Steer will make recommendations for apps, desserts, wines to make that dinner complete. For more info, go to southernsteer.com. Stop by one of their convenient Bay Area locations in St. Pete, Clearwater, Carrollwood, and Sarasota.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. It's the return of Mardi Gras at Busch Gardens, Tampa Bay. And The Bone is sending you. Now through March 1st, experience Big Easy entertainment, over 25 Cajun flavors, and thrilling coasters every Saturday and Sunday. It's Mardi Gras-style entertainment for the whole family. Savor the flavors of the Bayou with over 25 mouth-watering menu items like shrimp and grits and iconic warm beignets that all pair perfectly with world-class roller coasters, thrilling rides, and fun for the whole family. Listen for your chance to score Mardi Gras at Busch Gardens. More chances to win on theboneonline.com and the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
301 South is now delayed between Bloomingdale Avenue and beyond Palm River Road. This is due to that wreck at Bloomingdale, which at last check is blocking two left lanes. Expect nearby routes to congest due to detours. Kennedy and West Shore still dealing with that wreck and left lane blockage on Kennedy. Howard Franklin wreck southbound into Pinellas is now off to the left shoulder past the hump. This is Eric with traffic.
Is your garage door too loud and whining for help? If you've waited to schedule your garage door tune-up, now is the time. Overhead Door Company of Tampa Bay will perform their 26-task garage door tune-up and safety inspection for just $79. That's one price for up to 3 garage doors and openers. The price is only available for a limited time. You need this done, so why not now? And for just $79. Call 813-885-DOOR or schedule online at overheaddooroftampa.com.
MSC Cruises feel so stylish and European. Let's espresso and gelato.
Espresso and gelato? Those aren't verbs.
Yeah, on MSC Cruises they are.
Oh, well, in that case, I'm into the American stuff. Let's coffee and soft serve.
Sounds like a plan. Maybe later we can chaise lounge and espadrille?
I think you mean pool chair and flip-flop.
Get up to 40% off cruises, plus get up to $750 onboard credit and kids sail free.
To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Did you know that you can get a beautiful white vinyl fence for less than $5 a day? For just $125 a month, Fence Outlet will professionally install it and add instant curb appeal to your home. Visit fenceoutlet.com for details. License number C10252.
Mike Calta here to tell you about my friends at Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City. Now is the time to get into Stingray Chevrolet and upgrade for less during their Stingray President's Day sale. To make room for new inventory, current models are on sale below market value, and they'll pay top dollar for your current vehicle. You can keep the cash, or you can use it to trade up and save even more. It's happening right now at Stingray Chevrolet. Visit stingraychevrolet.com or get in the big store on I-4 Exit 22 Plant City. Stingray Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Hey, Mom. It's me. Oh, my gosh. You'll never believe what I just opened for Valentine's Day. A sapphire ring from Helzberg. Just like the one I lost years ago. Remember how excited I was when you gave it to me? I cannot believe you remembered that story. I guess you were right. I really found the one.
This Valentine's Day, create a moment that means something with up to 40% off gifts at Helzberg. Shop in store or at helzberg.com.
Do you want free internet forever? Yeah, we thought so. That's why Spectrum is giving you just that. Free fiber-powered internet forever when you switch and get 4 mobile lines from Spectrum. No internet bills, no taxes, no late fees. Just fast fiber-powered internet. Call 833-901-0178 to find out how. But hurry, this deal won't last forever. Once more, 833-901-0178. Or visit spectrum.com/freeforever to learn more.
Saddle up, St. Pete. St. Pete Country Fest is back. November 20th through the 22nd at Vinoy Park. The 2026 lineups bring in the heat with Riley Green, Bailey Zimmerman, Co Wetzel, Tucker Wedmore, Stephen Wilson Jr., Warren Ziders, and many more. 3 days, 4 stages, and over 50 of your favorite country artists. Tickets are on sale now. Get them before they're gone. Visit stpetecountryfest.com today.
Hey folks, it's Bruce Woodburn here, the Lone Arranger. I've helped over 10,000 families become homeowners. And I'll tell you something right now, it's a buyer's market. Sellers are offering closing cost credits. They're making repairs, and there's plenty of room to negotiate. That wasn't the case a year ago. Waiting for rates to drop? That's like waiting for gas to hit $1.25. Sure, it might happen, but how long are you going to sit on empty? Meanwhile, home prices just keep climbing. Marry the house, date the rate. You can always refinance later when the timing is right. And don't forget, I've got programs with 0 down payment, low down payment options. And if you work with one of my vetted real estate agents, you can get up to 25% of their commission back in your pocket for closing costs. Folks, I'm not here to sell you. I'm here to help you win. Call 407-706-3313. That's 407-706-3313, or go to WeBringYouHome.com. That's WeBringYouHome.com.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Wheel Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. Unique opinions, compelling conversation, and the best in afternoon entertainment. Now, the conversation continues on Drew Garabo Live.
Newsflash! I have news.
You may hear news elsewhere, but it definitely won't be Mo Better Than This.
Well, anyway, we're going to do a tune called
Mo Better News, right now on Drew Garabo Live.
Still waiting on you to watch the Mo Better Blues, Drew.
Oh, yeah.
We had a deal.
It's on my list.
We had a deal.
I'm sorry.
It needs to be at the top of that list.
All right, it is. It's at the top of my list. It's in my queue.
The 22nd, when I change time frames with TSA, I will be able to binge The Pit where I stopped off, so I can catch up to season 2. Indeed. You got me onto it early on, like I think at the outset, and I've been hearing Galvin get some Calvin onto it, and I'm like, well, Drew was on it first.
Thank you.
He was on it. Although I've been the biggest champion of Bill Wiley since the ER days. Speaking of the ER days, I think this person would have probably had seen his fame pretty much peak during that, and we sadly say goodbye to him. R.I.P. James Vanderbeek, 77 to 26. Yeah,
that's what we're in right now.
That's what we're in right now. James Vanderbeek, the actor best known for playing Dawson Leary on Dawson's Creek. Fun fact, or maybe not so fun fact, never watched one episode of Dawson's Creek. Was that the one with not Jennifer Jason Leigh, but Jennifer Love Hewitt?
I think so. I never watched it
no,
either.
that was Family, A Party of Five.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Dawson's Creek was also with was Rachel McAdams?
I thought you were a big fan of it.
I've never seen an episode.
Why are you always talking about James Vanderbeek then?
I'm not. He was really good in the Rules of Attraction, but I don't find myself talking about him.
I thought you were a Dawson's Creek.
Katie Holmes.
Katie Holmes.
Joshua Jackson.
Oh, okay.
Michelle Williams, the former Mrs. Heath Ledger.
Oh, Dawson's Creek had some babies back in the day.
Well, let's watch it.
No, I'm good. Our beloved James Vanderbeek passed peacefully this morning. He met his final days with courage, faith, and grace. Kimberly Vanderbeek stated, there is much to share regarding his wishes, love for humanity, and the sacredness of time. Somebody I don't think ever had any bad press surrounding him.
Nope.
Were you a fan of his? And again, I didn't see it. Friday Night Lights, I didn't see that one either.
I think he was in Varsity Blues.
Okay, what did I say?
Same thing.
Same
basically.
thing.
I never saw Varsity Blues.
Okay, what about Friday Night Lights?
The TV show I watched, he was not in that.
Is everybody there still alive, or can I switch RIPs?
No, I think everybody there is still alive. Sorry.
All right. Well, boy, this is the worst eulogy.
This is a terrible eulogy.
Well, I thought you liked the guy.
He was all right. I didn't hate him.
Well, he's gone, and Duke couldn't give a crap. R.I.P. for me, Vanderbeek. I'll tell you that right there. I care. From one star to what will be a star, or who will be a star, one would think. But I don't know. This is what we're going to discuss. Tiger Woods' son, Charlie, makes... Who was naming their kid Charlie after 1987?
I would imagine his real name's Charles.
Who's naming their kid Charles after 1987?
That's a good point.
Come on, man. Your name is Tiger, and I come out and I'm your son, and you call me Charles?
His name is Eldrick.
Oh.
He didn't want to name him EJ. Eldrick Jr. Charles is way better than Eldrick Jr.
I guess. Charlie Woods...
You don't like Charlie? What the hell? Now first you're crapping on James Vanderbeek for dying.
No, that was you were crapping on him.
And now Charlie Woods is a terrible name?
Tiger Woods.
What are you doing?
Tiger Woods, Charlie makes a verbal commitment, the old verbal commitment, Drew, to play at Florida State. Dateline Tallahassee. Woods, a junior at the Benjamin School in North Palm Beach, is number 21 in the American Junior Golf Association ranking. I'm assuming that's pretty good. His lone AGGA victory came at the Team TaylorMade Invitational last May, tied for 9th in the Junior PGA Championship last summer. Are we looking at a phenom or somebody that's attracting notice because of his last name?
Definitely attracting notice because of his last name. But I will remind you, Del Curry was quite an NBA star with the Charlotte Hornets. And when his kid came along, they were like, oh, Del Curry's kid, what's he going to do? Steph Curry, his brother is Seth, one of the most talented shooters ever to play NBA ball.
Now do LeBron James.
Bronny sucks. He does not. I mean, he's better than I am, but he does not belong in the NBA.
It's hit and miss.
True that.
Where are we with
James Vanderbeek?
No, not James Vanderbeek. The football player and the son.
Deion Sanders?
That's it, right there.
The jury's still out on Shadur. He's not terrible. He's still with the Browns. Terrible organization.
Right, I gotcha. Major champions who played at Florida State include Brooks Koepka?
Brooks Koepka.
Koepka, that's it, yeah. Paul Azinger. And Jeff Sluman.
I'll allow it.
This is a horrible tribute, a horrible eulogy, and a horrible tribute.
Don't find your way to Mo Better News.
Yeah, right.
You'll ruin your legacy.
A legacy I will not ruin and is ongoing. Tampa father shares 150-pound transformation in new book, Not Done Yet. After his father passed away in 2024, Tampa native Chris Garabo, I believe he is a friend of yours on Facebook as well.
He is.
He should be. I know him well. Chris Garabo realized he was missing out on his own children's lives and set a goal to transform his health. Starting, Drew, at 440 pounds, Garabo first committed to 90 days of consistent exercise and a nutritional routine, eventually losing nearly 150 pounds. He's now a published author. His mantra is not done yet as he focuses on continued improvement rather just a number on the scale. I've been watching his progress on Facebook as, again, we are friends.
Wow.
And it's, he was big, man. He was a big one.
That's one of the bigger dudes I've seen.
Exactly. And it was amazing. He said, I used to this is what's sad and uplifting at the same time. I used to pray every night that God would let me live to be 58 years old. That was a real number in my head because at 58, both of my kids will have graduated high school. And looking back on it, it felt normal then. But looking back on it now, it's heartbreaking even to me because what kind of a father just prays to make it to 58?
Well, I mean, if a father wants to see his kids graduate high school, he should show himself some grace.
Yeah, but you definitely want more than that. I mean, this should be an inspiration to a lot of people out there as far as if you're not going to do it for yourself, do it for your children, do it for your significant other, do it for the people that love you no matter what size you are, but will want you to still be around.
That's the thing. And a guy like Chris Garabo and a guy like Jelly Roll, it would have been very easy to just give up and be obese, morbidly obese, disgustingly obese forever. This dude did something about it. And I'm sure a lot of guys that big, deep down inside, they want to do something about it, but they feel powerless against food and allergic to exercise,
or they feel powerless, but hopeless against the number that they're starting with.
Yeah.
When I went in, it's not always about me. Yeah, I look
Yes, it
good,
is.
and thank you for saying that. I didn't go in having to lose a significant amount of pounds, just kind of maybe tighten up. If you're starting at 440, I could see waking up and going, who am I kidding?
Right.
What am I going to do? And you're not going to necessarily see quantifiable results for the better part of 3 months, I would imagine.
No, it'd be like taking a straw and trying to drain the Gulf of America by sucking water through it, but you suck long enough and eventually you're going to, you'll see your feet.
Yeah.
Just little milestones. And look, it's got to suck so bad to be that big. If you step on the scale and you see the number 4 followed by something, don't lose hope. You can do it.
100%. If I'm not mistaken, here's what he said. He got blood work done, and after his labs came back with a diagnosis of type 2 diabetes, and other high markers, he decided to make a change. He made a deal with himself. Here's his deal. Give the gym, shout out to Legacy Barbell in Clearwater, because those are the people that are transforming our friend, 90 days. 90 days. If he still hated it on day 91, he could quit. Day 1 through 30, I hate it. Days 31 through 60, I tolerated. And days 61 through 90, I started to enjoy it. There you go.
Beautiful.
Short-term goal, and then you go from there. We haven't really discussed because it's an ongoing story, and I don't know that it fits within the framework of trying to keep things necessarily light, but the Guthrie abduction.
Oh, man.
But I find this interesting. A man was detained in the Guthrie disappearance and then released, says he didn't do anything. How do you make such an egregious error? Now, maybe they will go back to this cat. I can't imagine that they would after letting him go, because then that would highlight an even a more egregious error. But how do you do that and then leave this? What are you doing? Are you grasping at straws?
It looks like they have absolutely no clue who took, or even worse, hurt Savannah Guthrie's mom.
This individual was taken into custody during a traffic stop south of Tucson, Arizona. He said that he noticed the officer was following him and his wife. Stopped before authorities turned on their lights. They told him he was being detained for kidnapping, which he insisted he did not carry out. I'm innocent, I can tell you that. I didn't do anything. I didn't even know what was going on. The man who identified himself as Carlos told the group. He added that he is a delivery driver and didn't know if he had ever delivered a package to Nancy Guthrie's house. So there you go. That
seems like the actions of an innocent man, to see that somebody's following you and to pull over and see what they want. Plenty of innocent people would probably do that. The hell?
Listen, in this day and age right now, when you don't know who's who and what's what.
That's true.
Yeah. Somebody following you, just pull over. Have your yapo ready. But
I would say, pull into a police station.
Something like that. Absolutely. This just is looks like it's just gonna. I'm not gonna say it. But
What?
It doesn't look good. It's looking bad all around.
Oh, the more time goes by, the less a favorable outcome is likely.
Correct. But the tragedy upon the tragedy is, I think they will actually make it a payment will be made before the revelation is, and they will have kind of gotten away with murder, or technically, literally gotten away with murder. And I think, and you can't think this if it's your relative, you cannot think this, but acquiescing to one, that's going to open up the floodgates.
That's what they say. Like, the minute that you pay these people, then they've got you in their pocket, you know.
Right,
and
but you're not thinking about anybody
you
else.
want your mommy
you want
back.
your mom back, yeah, or whomever, absolutely.
I like to think that they are treating her extremely well. They just want the money. She's enjoying like some prune juice. She's got her feet up. She's relaxing, and then when they pay the money, they'll deliver her right back to Savannah, and everything's going to be great.
Well,
really strong chance of that happening.
Well, I hope that I'm glad that you're an optimist. I'm glad you're an optimist. I wish you had seen Ransom. Such a great kidnapper story.
Give me back my son.
Give me back my son.
I've seen bits and pieces.
Ooh-wee. Might be one of Mel Gibson's most acclaimed performances, most powerful. Yeah. Florida couple arrested after pickleball brawl. Say that 3 times. Pickleball brawl at a country club. Man, y'all white people can't have nothing.
Man, pickleball brawl.
Dateline, Port Orange, Florida. Is that a wealthy part of town?
It's near Daytona Beach, I think.
Pickleball fight at a Volusia County country club on Sunday ended with one person injured and a couple jailed for assault. According to the Volusia County Sheriff's Office, 63-year-old Anthony Sapenza and 51-year-old Julianne Sapenza were, look at him, got himself a little young thing.
Hell yeah.
Were arrested after a fight during which a 65-year-old victim sustained injuries.
Look, if you're left to make your own line calls, it can get dicey. Having played high school tennis, if there's no umpire and you feel like they call it getting hooked because your opponent's making bad line calls against you, it can get frustrating.
Let me ask you this, Drubert. At the age of 60 and on,
yes,
shouldn't you have accrued enough maturity to understand that fighting about something nonsensical is stupid?
Spoken like someone who's never picked up a pickleball paddle.
No, I have not.
Neither have I. I bought them, but Bertie and I have still not used them. I feel like I'd be good at it since I'm okay at tennis.
Sure.
But I've still never played.
But you understand what I'm saying, where at some point you say to yourself,
what are we doing here?
Yeah, or you say, this, I am not going to engage.
So my dad is somewhat of a hothead, or at least was, and he's been playing competitive team tennis for decades now. Even he would realize, I think, in the throes of that, if they're arguing over a line call eventually, hey, we're all buddies here.
Right.
Let's get home alive.
Here's something else you should learn.
All right.
But she was young. Food influencer reportedly dies after eating toxic devil crab for social media clout.
Wait, toxic deviled crab?
Philippine officials are warning the public to exercise caution after this food influencer allegedly died from eating a poisonous crustacean known as a devil crab. The victim, Emma Ahmed, 51, had reportedly consumed the toxic shellfish for a social media video. In the clip, the gourmand and her friends are seen harvesting shellfish in a mangrove. That's your first mistake.
Very smart.
The clip shows her biting a sea snail that she cooked in coconut milk along with other critters as part of veritable seafood bouillabaisse.
Oh, I love that word.
I do too. The next day, she fell gravely ill from the critter's potent toxins, with neighbors reporting that she was bleeding from her bouillabaisse, convulsing while being transported to a local clinic. Later taken to a hospital after her health deteriorated, Emmett's lips reportedly turned dark blue while she was unconscious. They tried their best, medics, to save her, but to no avail, and she died February 6, 2 days after eating the shellfish.
Well, let's clarify. This was a devil crab that she ate?
Yeah, not deviled crab.
The deviled crab that they have at Brocado's, at Carmine's on 7th Avenue in Ybor City. That is just fine.
Ooh, one of my favorites.
Pretty damn good, to be honest with you. Like, deviled crab is delish.
A denizen of reefs around the Indo-Pacific, the crustacean packs a cocktail of lethal neurotoxins, including saxotoxin and tetrodotoxin, the same poison found in pufferfish.
Oh, that fugu. You can't be messing with that. I learned that from The Simpsons.
Yeah, I don't. The institution warned diners to avoid ingesting the critters as the easy on the eyes crabs will kill you in a matter of hours.
What's the appeal there? Like, I ate it and survived. What a great moment.
I don't think they knew that it was toxic. They were just pulling crap out of the water and throwing it into a bouillabaisse and have no idea what they're eating. And these kind of things, they can kill you.
Devil crab, not deviled crab, devil crab.
And finally, as a follow-up to a story I reported on yesterday about Britney Spears selling her catalog, we did not have a figure at that time. It has been released that it is a $200 million plus deal.
We're close. What do we say? Like $300-400 million?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
You know, I mean, she's got some bangers.
Yeah. Well, it's $200 million worth. There you go.
Yeah.
And now you never need to post on Instagram again.
No, she will certainly. She cannot stop posting on Instagram and show the world how not crazy she is.
And that's the well better. Yeah, well done.
I'm convinced, Brittany, you're certainly not crazy. Coming up next, a startling development in the Kurt Cobain case. No, this is not 1996 all over again. A development in Kurt's alleged suicide. We'll decide if we believe it or not next on Drew Garabo Live. And there's a cat named Mo with Mo Better News. Thank you. Fran Haas has some great events going on, and you can find them at lawfran.com, where you can also find Fran's insight on why the motorcycle community means so much to her. You can also go to the Fran Haas Law Group Accident and Injury Lawyers Facebook event page. That's where I like to go. That's where I found out that tonight is, of course, Quaker Steak and Lube Ladies Bike Night tonight, with those ladies' men known as the Bearded Brothers. What's up, boys? Long time no see. Hope it goes well tonight at Quaker Steak and Lube. This Saturday, you got two events, one in Port Charlotte, one in Clearwater. Burtontine's Day is down at Bert's Black Widow in Port Charlotte, and Bert's Biker Bash is going on in Clearwater. And then, of course, tomorrow night, Bert's Great American Bike Night, sponsored by the Fran Haas Law Group. Again, go to lawfran.com for more details, or the Fran Haas Law Group Facebook events page.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live. Anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
So that crash 301 South in the clearing stages now. Do expect the delay to continue. Stop and go now between Bloomingdale Avenue and the Selman. Crash southbound Dali Drive at Bloomingdale as well. Fairly standard cloggings elsewhere. All three bridges across Old Tampa Bay experiencing varying degrees of congestion. Howard Franklin and Courtney Campbell Causeway into Pinellas, and the Gandy into Hillsborough. This is Eric with traffic.
A man hit on his way to work filed a $10,000 claim. Denied. After 5 surgeries, Farah and Farah fought for him and won a $2.2 million verdict. Let him cook, Tampa.
This is a cat named Mo from Drew Garabo Live. Primetime, baby! I am the first Mo, but there is a second Mo, and he is the Mo that will help you if you need a personal injury attorney. It's Tampa attorney Mo DeWitt. Here he is to say one word because I've used up all the time. Hi. That's it. You got one word. Don't he sound sexy? 800, call Mo with an E. Injured on the go, just call Mo.
Non-attorney spokesperson, offices Tampa.
That's Mo with an E.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial #law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
If you've been feeling cold drafts coming through your windows during our recent cold weather, you need to call WeatherTight Windows. New energy-efficient windows by WeatherTight will keep your home warmer in the winter or cooler in the summer. A lot of people have older houses that they renovated to make them look great when people come to visit, but you forgot to update your windows. It's not too late. Call WeatherTight Mike. Just do it today.
WeatherTightWindows.com. WeatherTight Windows.
When's the last time you shopped your insurance rates for your home or business? Let the experts at Italiano do it for you with a free annual insurance checkup. They represent many companies and can find the ones that fit you best. Home, auto, business, life. Call Italiano today. Don't overpay your premiums. Italiano does personal evaluations, which are the perfect coverage solution for your business. And they offer protection for every size business. It's tailor-made business insurance. ItalianoInsurance.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-503-2197. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-503-2197. That's 800-503-2197. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Saddle up, St. Pete. St. Pete Country Fest is back. November 20th through the 22nd at Vinoy Park. The 2026 lineups bring in the heat. 3 days, 4 stages, and over 50 of your favorite country artists. Tickets are on sale now. Visit stpetecountryfest.com today.
If you've been injured, we're prepared and ready to help. Call Farah & Farah anytime.
Tampa. Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Toyota.com. I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul DeLegato. Our warming trend continues. Some patchy clouds around tonight. Low temperatures bottoming out in the low 60s. Then coming up on Thursday, a mix of sun and clouds, about a 10% chance of a shower. And high temps will be in the mid-70s.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Drew Garabo Live.
Love hearing the original version of this song instead of the knockoff cover. My trolling is not limited to the people who listen to this show. My trolling extends to the people who sit in the room with me. I'll see you tonight at the semifinals, the final semifinals for Caliente's Got Talent. Don't forget, Ask the Dom is next. Does it really matter at this point whether or not Kurt Cobain took his own life? I watched that Soaked in Bleach. There was another one called Kurt and Courtney.
Damn.
Where a private investigator uncovered all this evidence that Kurt did not take his own life, that he was drugged by someone else and then shot in the face to make it look like a suicide. I don't know, man. I mean, yes, it would be great if they had concrete evidence and they could bring Courtney or whomever to justice. I don't think Courtney Love, I mean, she's a skank, don't get me wrong, but I don't think she's an evil skank.
I don't think there was anything for her. Well, I can't say there was nothing for her to gain from his death.
There is renewed scrutiny. An unofficial private sector team of forensic scientists has put fresh eyes on Cobain's autopsy and crime scene materials, bringing in Brian Burnett, a specialist who previously worked on cases involving overdoses followed by gunshot trauma. Boy, that's a very specific field to get into.
It really is.
Like, how do you find yourself in that field? Like, oh, we got another one of those overdose followed by gunshot trauma. Oh, get Burnett on the phone. He's your guy. There's probably no competition for his job.
No.
He's the only dude doing that. Independent researcher Michelle Wilkins, who worked with the team, told the Daily Mail that just after just 3 days of looking into the evidence with fresh eyes, Burnett said, quote, "This is a homicide. We've got to do something about this. Signs inconsistent with an instantaneous gunshot death have allegedly been found. Evidence allegedly suggests 10 points of evidence, by the way, suggests that Cobain was confronted by one or more assailants who forced a heroin overdose or heroin to incapacitate him before one of them shot him in the head, placed the gun in his arms, and left behind a forged suicide note." Now,
that's a lot of work.
It is. And like, wouldn't they show that? Well, I guess if Courtney saw the suicide note and Courtney was responsible for arranging the death, she'd probably be like, yeah, that's Kurt's handwriting. Oh. It's a pretty good Courtney impression. There are things in the autopsy that go, well, wait, this person didn't die very quickly of a gunshot blast, says Ms. Wilkins, pointing to organ damage associated with oxygen deprivation. The necrosis of the brain and liver happens in an overdose. It doesn't happen in a shotgun death. I don't know, man.
Does she have access to the medical records from the autopsy? Because if not, this is all speculative.
Correct. A spokesman from the Seattle Police Department told Daily Mail that they are not reopening the case. Our detective concluded that he died by suicide, and this continues to be the position held by this department, said a spokesperson. So just like at this point.
Yeah, like you say, would it change anything? The other thing is this. That's a lot of noise and racket and activity to be making that nobody would have heard.
Now, if you want to take it might be a homicide side, well, she said it looks like someone staged a movie and wanted you to be absolutely certain this was a suicide. Examination of the miscellaneous papers in the left front pocket of Cobain's jeans reveals some writing in black ink reading Remington 20-gauge 2 3/4 shells or shorter setup light shot 108 and a bunch of numbers. She said the receipt for the gun is in his pocket. The receipt for the shells is in his pocket, and the shells are lined up at his feet. The heroin kit was found several feet away, containing capped syringes, cotton buds, and pieces of black heroin of roughly equal size. Quote, "We're supposed to believe he capped the needles and put everything back in order after shooting up 3 times because that's what someone does when they're dying. Suicides are very messy, and this was a very clean scene." Police on the investigation said Cobain injected himself with 10 times the normal amount even a heavy heroin user would have used. I don't know, dude.
I mean, listen, is it possible
Sure.
that he was murdered? Sure, yes, like you say.
But he tried to kill himself like before this. Like he tried to OD, you know?
And he's got 4 songs off the one album with guns in the lyrics. He clearly had a gun fixation.
Wasn't the song that they did on the Beavis and Butthead Do America soundtrack, I Hate Myself and I Want to Die? Because that's a real lighthearted Beavis and Butthead.
It may have been. Is that a Nirvana track?
I
don't know that. Well, come on.
Let me check. They had Love Roller Coaster, Ain't Nobody, I Want to Riot. Oh, there's no Nirvana song on there. Is it?
Maybe they removed
Am I making that up in my head? Drew Garabo Live, hello.
Yes, sir. You were talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I was. One moment, sir. I'm trying to find a way to Google the name of this song without being put on a watch list, because today is 211 Day, and that is Mental Health Day. You can dial 211. I don't want to type, I hate myself and I want to die, because, my AI is always listening. I'll just type it into Spotify. Okay, sorry, sir. Yes, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, please.
Yes, you did not mention Sister Rosetta Thorpe. The lady gospel rock and roll singer that was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that influenced Chuck Berry and Elvis.
Sister, I'm sorry, give me that name again, please.
Sister Rosetta Thorpe.
Rosetta Thorpe. Stand by. And I apologize for my ignorance and not knowing her. The best of Sister Rosetta Thorpe. Precious Memories, Come By Here, No Room in the Church for Liars. That's not true. Which of these songs do you like by her, sir? Precious Memories, Come By Here?
Actually, I'm just more of a fan of the fact that she was a pioneer to basically be the first African-American rock and roller to basically be inducted.
I love that. God is worried with your wicked ways. I take it by her name. She was in the sisterhood, a nun.
I don't know. That's what they named her. I'm just passing along the information.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Have a great day. Just want to get her name out there. Doesn't seem to know a lot about her. She was curiously involved in a crossover with an 80s hair metal band, and it was Twisted Sister Rosetta Thorpe. It was not. Very interesting. I did not know that in the rock and roll history. I Want to Rock with Jesus. No Room in the Church for Liars. Precious Lord, Take My Hand. Walking Up the King's Highway. I'm going to go ahead and go out on a limb and say she was a nun. Which, by the way, do you know what a priest's favorite thing to eat is? Or no, never mind. I screwed it up. A priest's favorite kind of meat. None. Thank you. Let's hear God is Worried with Your Wicked Ways by the sister Rosetta Thorpe, the queen of rock and roll, according to that guy. By the way, if you want to check out the newest fish video before it gets like 400,000 views again, I just put one up. Cod, broccoli, cauliflower. Mo said it smelled. He's probably right.
Smelled like a wet flip-flop that somebody had put their foot in and wore for at least 3 hours and then tossed to the side in the living room.
That's a very vivid description. I'm honored. Thank you for adding so many words to that.
Not a compliment.
Oh, sounded like one to me, so I'm just going to go ahead and take it that way. It's Drew Garabo on Instagram, DREWGARABO. But if you really want to help a brother out, go to the Drew Garabo Live Facebook page and then reshare it and comment on it. Daddy likes the metrics. That's Drew Garabo Live on the Facebook page. And here is God is Worried about your wicked. I'm sorry, God is Worried with your wicked ways.
God is worried with your wicked ways. God is worried with your wicked ways. God is worried.
I can hear elements of rock and roll.
Oh, absolutely.
How about strange things happen every day? Because they really do. Oh, yeah. Oh, this lady's rock and roll.
Yeah, absolutely.
I got to look this lady up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
American singer, songwriter, and guitarist. Gained popularity in the 1930s and 40s with her gospel recordings. Characterized by a unique mixture of spiritual lyrics and electric guitar. Man, we wouldn't have Tina Turner if not for this nun.
You wouldn't have Chuck Berry, because I hear a lot of Chuck Berry in this.
Yeah.
Every day. I say this every day now. Every day.
Oh, wow.
There are strange things.
Will we have the Alabama Shakes without her?
No.
Every day. Why so strange? Every day.
I'm not going to lie. I kind of love this. It's joyous, reverential to the Lord.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me of Whoopi and Sister Act. Now, what would the title 99 and a half won't do me? Oh, dude. This lady shreds. This is the most shredding nun since Sally Field was a flying nun.
Trying to make 100.
She's trying to make 100.
And I had won't do. I said I'm running now. Trying to make 100. 99 and a half won't do. 99 and a half.
Are you familiar with Lucille Bogan?
No.
Another pioneer of the music industry. She would pave the way for people like Two Live Crew. Lucille Bogan. Died in 1948. A pioneer of 1930s dirty blues.
On my titties, big as the end of my thumb. I got something between my legs that'll make a dead man.
How about Sloppy Drunk Blues? Ooh, the Pothound Blues. Stand by. Forget about them Sloppy Drunk Blues. I got that Pothound Blues. This is the 1930s, okay? When people talk about the yesteryears, how they're so clean.
Ain't nobody. It ain't nobody. Ain't nobody in town can grind a coffee like mine.
You can smell a whiskey.
Oh, yeah.
I drink so much coffee till I grind it into my sleep.
Here's Till the Cows Come Home. It's going to require some editing. Stand by. I just got to push this button at the right time.
I got a man I love. I got a man I like. Every time I men's, I give him the doggone claps. Oh, baby. Give him the doggone claps. But that's the kind of that they really like.
Amen.
I told him I got a good. It's got 4 damn good names. Rough top, rough. You can.
You can.
Oh, baby, honey apples all night long. You can. Till the cows come home.
Wow, this lady's dirty.
Oh, man.
You know, both of my men, they are tight like that. They got a great big, just like a baseball bat. Ooh. Do it to me all night long.
This is so great. 1930s, Mo.
I want you to do it to me, baby. Honey, till the cows come home.
Preach it. Lucille Bogan.
They know I'm a bitch from Baltimore. I got hairs on my head will sweep the floor. I got funk from them hairs that will shut the door. And I look over your hang, saying I'm a bitch from Baltimore. Oh, talking about a bitch from Baltimore.
She's talking about a bitch from Baltimore, Mo.
Yeah, I knew a couple of those.
And I got hairs on my sweep anybody's floor.
Who knew that they were doing this back in the 30s?
I got a big fat belly, I got a big broad ass, and I can sing with real good class, talking about grinding, baby, all night long.
Wow, what a joy. What a discovery we found here today.
A joy? Is that the word we're using?
I mean, look, people you freak out because of Bad Bunny. People freak out because of Cardi B and her WAP. Lucille Bogan was doing it back in the 1930s, and we somehow turned out okay. So let's not all freak out over, some obscenities and whatnot. I guess there was probably no Federal Communications Commission back then.
Nah.
Probably no radio. Well, they had radio.
I don't think she was getting any airplay.
Probably not, which is a damn shame. Probably racism that they didn't give her any airplay. Wow, what a time to be alive.
The Chitlin Circuit, that's what they called it.
They did call it that. Speaking of which, I don't know if you want to say it on the air about your compensation for this event that you're doing on Friday, where the great Ian Beckles will be honored. What the hell's going on Friday, Maurice?
Oh, what the hell is this thing? It is the put together by the lovely Sharon Moody, the Black Heritage Banquet and Gala, which is always on the 23rd of February. And Ian Beckles is going to be the keynote speaker. I was a keynote speaker about 3 years ago.
I remember that. I remember
Yes,
hearing you and Steve Early talk about that.
Yes, absolutely. And yes, and I have been
So are you
hosting
being compensated?
Yes.
In cash?
I'm gonna ask for cash from the from my own people, Drew.
So then how are you being compensated, Maurice?
Well, one Miss Sharon Moody often serves pig's feet at the gala.
Okay.
And man, oh man, when I tell you she makes up a mean batch of pig's feet, she makes up a mean batch of pig's feet. So she knew how much I loved it. I would always go up for seconds. She was like, I was like, you know what? I'll do it. She's like, ask me every year. And it just ended up sticking. I go, listen, I'll do it. But what I ask is my own individual pan of pig's feet so I can take home and consume over the next month and a half.
And pig's feet's not like a euphemism for something. That's really like the feet of pigs.
Oh, it's pig's feet, yeah. You can get it at Publix.
You're getting paid in pig's feet.
Yes.
You can get pig's feet at Publix?
At 100%. I purchased it there myself. Listen, when Publix signs off on it, Drew, it's crossed over. Sorry to tell you this.
So I hate that I'm even asking, do you boil them?
You see this, and I'm glad you asked that because
I'm not
I had to
glad at all.
Google the recipe, and you're supposed to boil them, but it's like a 4-hour process to really season up that knuckle meat. So and I ain't got no time for that. But this is what Sharon Moody does. Miss Moody does. She seasons them, then bakes them over the course of 2 to 3 hours because then the water doesn't wash away the seasoning and the flavors. Oh, très magnifique. I see what I did there, Trey Magnifique.
I see what you did there. Hello, Drew Garabo Live.
Pig's feet.
Oof.
Yeah, Mo, I feel you, man. Best part about pig's feet is that meat underneath the toenail.
Oh, what the hell is wrong with you people? There are so many great foods in this world. There is no need to eat the feet of pigs.
No, there's not. There's plenty of pig you can eat other than the feet.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Listen, Drew, back in the day, we didn't have the benefit or the luxury of choosing what portion of the pig was left over
guess what?
for
This
us.
is 2026, and you can go to McDonald's and get a friggin' Big Mac, all right? What the hell is wrong with you? Anyway, sir, is that what you called for?
No, I was calling, man, that nun lady from 1930s. She sounded a little bit like Trina from the 30s. You remember Trina?
I don't.
The rapper Trina used to sing with Two Live Crew and Trick Daddy Trina.
If this was supposed to be a D's Nuts joke, I'm not taking the bait.
No, Trina, you know.
It's a new song by Sharon, whatever her name was, Sister Rosetta Tharpe. I got the pig's feet. You know I get them from Publix. The best meat can be found underneath the toenail knuckle. And I accept it as currency for hosting a black event. Pig's feet. I see them sometimes. Well, I haven't seen one in decades, but you used to see them like at the counter of booty ass convenience stores where they'd have like a jar with a mysterious red liquid in it. I think those were pig knuckles.
No, those were, But dude, have you ever had pig's feet?
No.
Dude, let me tell you something. It's a delicacy. That's why
it looks like a pig, like you pick it up and eat it like a pig.
Well, I mean, some of it will break apart, but it kind of resembles. Like what I'll do is I'll cut it just above. Like sometimes Publix will cut it where the whole like toe and everything is there. And nobody can't go out like that. So I go just above where the toes would start and you get that feet meat and a little bit of that ankle. Woo, that pig ankle, panko we call it.
You're trolling me.
I am absolutely not. And I promise you can buy pig's feet in Publix.
Hello, who are you? Just going to stick to my dark
we're really
chocolate
shocked
almonds.
This is the same guy who buys $10 caviar at Publix.
You have a point, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, y'all some bougie MFers.
Oh, yeah, because we won't eat pig's feet. Thank you, Maurice.
You're welcome, Drew.
Thanks a lot for listening today. Appreciate you a lot. We'll be back tomorrow to do this whole thing all over again on a Take It Back Thursday edition of Drew Garabo Live. Achieva Credit Union has commercial business lending rates as low as 5.5%. And in today's market, that kind of rate is a game changer for your bottom line. If you got a business and you need like lawnmowers, landscaping tools, company vehicles, aesthetic equipment, commercial kitchen appliances, all of it, get yourself a commercial business lending loan. Lending loan? Commercial business loan. With business real estate, every rent check you write is money out the door. Why don't you buy the building you're renting? You can do that at Achieva Credit Union. The low rate of 5.5% for commercial lending puts more profit in your pocket. For full details, visit achievacu.com, ACHIEVACU.com. Achieva Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA. Thanks a lot for listening. Stick around for Ask the Dom. He'll give you free legal advice. He's about to enter your ear holes. Thanks a lot for listening. Bye-bye, and take care.
You're listening to Drew Garabo live on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Last call for Calta Cruise 19. Yes, you still have time to get on board.
Special announcement, listen up.
And this year, John Senning is coming with us. Ever thought, I'd like to play shuffleboard with Mike Calta? Or wish I could hang out with John Senning in the Bahamas? Or I've always wondered what Pap looks like while he's sleeping in his cabin? Gross. Well, now is your chance. Calta Cruise 19 is happening on April 9th, 2026 for a 4-night cruise. We'll be on the Royal Caribbean Explorer of the Seas, departing from Port Canaveral and heading to Coco Cay and Nassau. And we'd love for you to join the party. You can book right now. Email caltacruise@gmail.com to put your deposit down today. Calta Cruise 19. Brought to you by Stingray Chevrolet, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4 exit 22, Plant City. For all the details, visit theboneonline.com. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Just north of Oldsmar, Forest Lakes Boulevard westbound has a crash at Pine Avenue. Back stop and go not quite to Commerce Boulevard. Earlier Hillsborough wreck, Gun Highway at Henderson Road. Minor backup. 301 still slowly improving at Bloomingdale. 60 eastbound, meanwhile, is congested. Earlier incident east of 75. This is Eric with traffic.
Rollovers, head-on collisions, hit and runs, rideshare crashes, distracted driving accidents. You name it, we've litigated it. If you've been in a crash, make it a Farah fight. Farah and Farah.
Tampa. Things people don't believe in. Little green aliens. Bigfoot. And that Spectrum TV combines all your favorite streaming apps with live TV at no extra cost. But that one is actually true. You get over $100 worth of streaming apps like HBO Max, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Peacock, AMC Plus, and more, included with live TV at no extra cost. It's only the way TV should be. It's only everything. Learn more at SpectrumTV.com.
When you've been injured in an accident, hurt on the job, or in a medical mishap, there are many reasons to call Morgan & Morgan. But here's reason number 5. We try more cases than anyone in America by a wide margin. We are on approximately 150 dockets a week and win a lot. Go to forthepeople.com to see our verdicts and results. I believe our results give you the best chance of a fair, fast, and just settlement. Insurance companies know who we are by reputation. Imagine me doing this ad if it wasn't true. They would be laughing. Trust me, nobody is laughing. Their employees and adjusters often hire us when they're hurt. They know, and now you know. All law firms are not alike, not even close. With over $30 billion collected for our clients, we became America's largest injury firm for a reason. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com. Injured? Dial #law.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
It's time to get in the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino. Sign up for a Unity card at Players Club and receive 50% off voucher for Fresh Harvest Buffet for up to 2 people. Don't miss the $270,000 Blackjack Tournament buy-in series happening through March 22nd, the $600,000 Dragon Link free slot spin on Mondays in February, and the $50,000 bonus time slot tournament Tuesdays in February. Plus, they got great entertainment and some of the best restaurants in Tampa Bay, like the Council Oak Steakhouse. Stop in the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, the coolest place in Tampa Bay.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
Amy Cox did something smart. She saved hundreds on auto insurance switching to Progressive. And with that money, she decided to treat herself to an anti-aging red light mask. Will she look like a horror movie villain every night? Yes. Will her boyfriend Kevin be scarred for life? That's certainly a risk. But it's Amy's savings, and if she's willing to risk her relationship for smooth, wrinkle-free skin, well, bye-bye, Kevin. Switch and see if you could save with Progressive and treat yourself. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to A to Z Savings, our biggest sale of the year.
Happy to be here. Can I get some rotors?
Would you like brake pads with that?
How much are the brake pads?
Free with Duralast rotors.
Free. Really?
Really? Free.
I also need some oil.
Would you like an oil filter with that?
Yeah. How much is that?
Free with the oil.
Free. Really?
Really. Free. It's part of A to Z Savings with hundreds of deals.
From A to free.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Ends March 9th. Restrictions apply.
Mike Calta here to tell you about my friends at Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City. Now is the time to get in the Stingray Chevrolet and upgrade for less during their Stingray President's Day sale. To make room for new inventory, current models are on sale below market value, and they'll pay top dollar for your current vehicle. You can keep the cash, or you can use it to trade up and save even more. It's happening right now at Stingray Chevrolet. Visit stingraychevrolet.com or get in the big store on I-4 exit 22 Plant City. Stingray Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
Injured? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
1025 The Bone. Wheel Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live.